My ass is so fucking stretched.
Oh, no you didn't, you motherfucking piece of shit cocksucker. Mark my fucking words. I'm coming for you.
For now?
Go, 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 go.
Thanks for the money, stupid fuck.
I love it.
Go, 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 go.
By eBay.
Hell!
Hateful slurs. Lame brain pieces of dumb fucking hateful slurs.
Why am I toxic?
I love it.
Hey, Mr. Burnell, you there?
I am present.
Right, I understand. He's claiming that he's got $5,000 a month in expenses and only $5,000 a month in income, and net's about $35.
It's Tevin's fault. My life today is the best I've ever had. And I mean that. Like, every day I feel like is the best day of my life.
Your life is nothing.
I love my life. I have so much fun every single day.
You're bagging.
I love my life. I have so much fun. Everyone hates me. I have an emptiness in my life. Oh man, there's something huge missing from my life. I need a large group of friends. All I do is sit around drinking gin all day.
Ladies and gentlemen, I play mobile games. Yes, I spend money on mobile games.
I love my life. I have so much fun every single day.
You're bagging.
I love my life. I have so much fun. Everyone hates me. I love my life. I have so much fun every single day.
You're bagging.
I love my life. I have so much fun. Everyone hates me.
You're still begging for $10 donations and $20 donations to pay your electric bill, to pay your fucking rent, alright? I get it. I'd hate me too. See you, Phil. Have a good one.
It's been a rough year. Why does Phil always have to mention that there's a tips goal on the stream? And why does he have to mention if it's a slow day for contributions? And why does he have to bring that up? Big ups to your dad. And a very slow day for support. Please tip me. I need tips tonight. I jump on stream. Obviously, I need tips. Pay my taxes. Pay my back taxes. Pay my utilities. Pay my mortgage. Pay my internet bill. Pay my utilities. Very slow day for support. Been 47 minutes. And only the third tip of the day. I really appreciate that. I need that way more. Pay my taxes. Pay my back taxes. Pay my utilities. Pay my mortgage. Pay my internet bill. Pay my utilities. I'm a positive guy. I focus on positivity. I tell you guys every day on my stream. I'm not a person who revels in hurting others to get over. I will put out positive, fun gameplay content for you guys, and I will continue to be successful that way. And if I fail, I fail, but at least at the end of the day, I can say, hey, it was a slow day. It's been a very slow day for support. Please tip me. I need tips tonight. I jump on stream. Obviously, I need tips. Pay my taxes. Pay my back taxes. Pay my utilities. Pay my mortgage. Pay my internet bill. Pay my utilities. Very slow day for support. Been 47 minutes. And only the third tip of the day. I really appreciate that. I need that way more. Pay my taxes. Pay my back taxes. Pay my utilities. Pay my mortgage. Pay my internet bill. Pay my utilities. Please tip me. I need tips tonight. I need to pay bills over the weekend. I appreciate those who contribute in any way, but please, if you can tip me, do that rather than these super chats and membership. I need that way more, okay? Now it is time. It's a segment that everyone looks forward to, one of the highest rated segments of all time that I've ever done. All right? Ladies and gentlemen, it is time. Phil's Day Off.
What's up, Piggy? Let's get it started.
Big ups to your cat.
It's my day off. Might leave the camera on and jerk off. It's my day off. Spend money on posing dumb shit. It's my day off. Might go out with my bitch wife cat. Give me money today. Give me money today.
This is where my fucking money goes to every month. Garbage dump, grocery shopping, pay my taxes, pet pet store, paying bills, blowing his money on mobile games, blowing his money on this and that. I'm spending all this money by DoorDash for my business. I need to put disgusting food in the mouths of my family members. Obviously, I need tips.
Yes, I spend money on mobile games.
Okay? These are my life priorities. Pay my taxes.
It's my day off. Might leave the camera on and jerk off. It's my day off. Spend money on posing dumb shit. It's my day off. Might go out with my bitch wife. Can't give me money today.
Obviously, I need tips.
Give me money today.
This is where my fucking money goes to every month.
Shout out to the trolls.
For those who contributed, thank you. It would be great if we get a few more tips. To make up earlier today, we did not hit the hat goal either. It's been a very slow day. It would be great if we could pick it up a little bit with maybe some contributions tonight with tips. If you can, just saying. You know, I know some people are super chatting or whatever. That helps long term, but right now I really can help. Tomorrow's my day off. The tips I'll have for my day off, you see?
Give me money today.
Act like that, those toxic assholes don't give a shit about anyone else but themselves. They're selfish idiots who just want to get a laugh on someone else's behalf and don't care about the repercussions of their own actions. They think they're protected because they're all anonymous on the internet, right? So here I am with an actual business being destroyed by that toxic behavior.
Big ups to your dad.
Me. That's what this is all about and what it's always been. Me. I care about nothing in life. Me. Human pieces of shit. Kill yourself. Me. I don't care about anyone telling me that I need to improve or change. My nigga, I have your IP, I have your name, and I have your address. I have all your fucking personal information. I will come find you in real life.
I'm gonna find out who the fuck you are. Let this be noticed live on the internet. You're fucked and you are done. I'm coming for you.
Me. That's what this is all about and what it's always been. Me. I care about nothing in life. Me. Human pieces of shit. Kill yourself. Me. I don't care about anyone telling me that I need to improve or change. Me. That's what this is all about and what it's always been. Me. I care about nothing in life. Me. Human pieces of shit. Kill yourself. Me. I don't care about anyone telling me that I need to improve or change. But let me tell you something. When your life is all positive instead of negative, it's a much better situation. And I can tell you that from personal experience. Look at my life now. I have a beautiful wife. I have a beautiful life with a family, right? Everything here is so much better than what I had before. Why? Because I'm a positive person. That's why. I never would have gotten to where I am today if I just sat there constantly being negative, being angry, being upset, being jealous, crapping on stuff, shitting on stuff, hating. It's such a way, it's not a way to live. But these idiots actually do this and don't know that. I really have to think and I have to hope. These people just don't know better.
Why do I say I'm not a children's entertainer? Because I'm not a Muppet. I'm not here to play a character. I'm not here to pretend that I'm something that I'm not. I don't dye my hair. I don't act stupidly constantly to get attention from children. I don't do stupid pranks. You know what I mean? I don't cause drama. I'm here just to play games and have fun. I'm a legitimate gamer.
Big ups to your dad. I need banana, tasty banana. Put banana in my mouth, tasty banana. I need banana, tasty banana. Please the peeling comes in the put banana in my mouth, squeeze banana. Put banana in my mouth, squeeze banana. Put banana in my mouth.
Act and talk a certain way with certain mannerisms, certain over-the-top reactions, screaming at the top of their lungs, jumping, flailing, doing weird things, constantly on camera.
I need banana, tasty banana. Put banana in my mouth. Tasty banana. I need banana. Tasty banana. Please the peel it comes in the milk. Put banana in my mouth. Squeeze banana. Put banana in my mouth. Squeeze banana. Put banana in my mouth. I need banana. Tasty banana. Put banana in my mouth. Tasty banana. I need banana. Tasty banana. Please the peel it comes in the milk. Put banana in my mouth. Squeeze banana. Put banana in my mouth. Squeeze banana. Put banana in my mouth.
When we hit the 250 vestry for that celebration, I'm going to debut a new vest. There we go. Celebratory bubble blow. Very nice. There's bubbles everywhere. There's bubbles all over my PlayStation 4 controller. There's bubbles on my microphone stand. There's bubbles everywhere tonight. It's out of control.
Like exploding in the stream chat. People who, they pretend like they support me. They pretend like they're positive, and they're not. They're shitheads. They sit here and they sneak this, and they say underhanded things. They try to literally bring up either detractor memes or literal drama shit every day. They do it on purpose so that they can try to derail the shit that I'm doing on my streams, you know? And it just gets to the point where it's so frustrating. I just want to have fun, man. I really just want to fucking have fun. That's it. That's all I want to do is have fun with you guys. Fun. Way more fun. I just want to have fun. Way more fun. I just want to have no taxes, bills to pay, a nice chill stream today. You're having a fun and interactive time with me, and you're finding entertainment, positivity, and value in it. Then the support should just come naturally, okay? I just want to have fun. Way more fun. I just want to have fun. Way more fun. Here's the bottom line, and I'm tired of it now. No more excuses, all right? Because the bottom line is people are like, Phil's not engaged in his commentary, and Phil's commentary is boring, and that's why people don't want to watch the playthroughs of the streams. Bullshit. I'm loving this game. I'm voice acting. I'm engaged. I'm commentating on everything that's going on actively. Bullshit. I call massive bullshit on any idiot who says that about either the Watch Dogs 2, which I've been playing recently and really liking, or Pokemon. It's bullshit. I call complete and utter bullshit on anyone who's saying that I'm not engaged and I sound like I'm bored. I'm not. So I've had enough excuses. It just seems to me like people are fucking lazy and don't want to come out to the streams. I don't even know what else to say, you know?
Right now, for the next week, I'm literally strapped for cash. The only money I'll have is tips coming in on the streams. And that, by the way, I have to raise money to pay 2 big bills next week. All my utilities are due next week. So now in the next few days, I have to raise money to pay my utilities. And then, see what I mean? Like, this is how it is for me. Yet these shitheads out there want to fucking fuck with me behind the scenes, ruin all kinds of financial shit for me. Then on top of that, make stuff up to try to make me sound like a terrible person on the internet.
To make money, I have to pay Ben bills. I have to pay Ben bills. I have to pay Ben bills.
I have to pay my taxes, pay my back taxes. I have to pay my mortgage, pay my internet bill. I have to pay Ben bills. I have to pay Ben bills, bitch. Pay Ben taxes. I have to pay Ben bills, bitch. Day to day, tips to tips, to pay bills and things. Eventually things will get better, but kind of stuck right now with how things are. That's why I'm trying to make money. I have to pay Ben bills. I have to pay Ben bills. I have to pay Ben bills. I have to pay Ben taxes. Bills. I have to pay Ben bills. I have to. If you want to sit here and you want to pretend like you're holier than thou, I'm better than those content creators, man. Because I have a job where I work 9 to 5 and I bust my ass at my job and I earn a paycheck, man. And then I come home. See, I'm not on the internet begging for money all day, man. See, I'm better than them, man. No, you're not any better. Everyone's the same. No one's better than anybody else. Get your ass out there and fucking work, bitch.
You're right. You will take the ban. You're absolutely right. You will take the ban. You'll take the ban hard right in your fucking ass. Get the fuck out. You're supposed to be someone I trust, and you're gonna be a dickhead and go behind my back and hurt me and insult me. Get the fuck out. You'll take the ban real hard right up the bingo.
I'm just going to ban.
Why am I toxic?
Ban. Gone.
Bitch.
Fuck you and your mother. Fuck the trolls.
Bitch.
Fuck you and your mother. I'm just going to ban.
Why am I toxic?
Ban. Gone.
Bitch.
Fuck you and your mother. I'm just going to fuck you and your mother. That's right. This is the United States of Phil. I am the supreme being. I make the rules. What I say goes. This is my land. A nice lean-in manual. Now, just because I can, I'll issue a lean-in manual ban. Ban.
Why am I toxic?
Ban. Gone.
Bitch.
Fuck you and your mother. Fuck the trolls.
Bitch.
Now, just because I can, I'll issue a lean-in manual ban. Ban.
Why am I toxic?
Ban. Gone.
Bitch.
Fuck you and your mother. I'm just going to fuck you and your mother.
Alright guys, how about this? How about everyone relax and let me play the fucking game and stop derailing my stream? Maybe I don't give a fuck that someone maybe in here you're accusing of being someone else who was previously banned. Maybe I just want to play the game and I don't fucking care about you guys derailing. Like, there's people watching this stream right now, they're trying to watch me play the game. Here's everyone in the chat. There's someone in the chat who's someone else who might have been previously banned. They might be saying racist things to do that. Shut the fuck up. Shut the fuck up. I'm looking at the chat for the last 5 to 10 minutes. None of that is happening in the chat. None of it. It's just you guys screaming.
Ladies and gentlemen, now it is time. It's a segment that everyone looks forward to. One of the highest rated segments of all time that I've ever done. All right? Ladies and gentlemen, it is time. Phil's day off.
What's up, Piggy? Let's get it started.
Big ups to your cat.
It's my day off. Might leave the camera on and jerk off. It's my day off. Spend money on posing damn shit. It's my day off. Might go out with my bitch wife. Can't give me money today. Give me money today.
This is where my fucking money goes to, everyone. Garbage dump, grocery shopping, pay my taxes, pet store, pay my bills, blowing his money on mobile games, blowing his money on this and that. I'm spending all this money buying DoorDash for my business. I need to put disgusting food in the mouths of my family members. Obviously, I need tips. Yes, I spend money on mobile games. Okay? These are my life priorities. Pay my taxes.
It's my day off. Might leave the camera on and jerk off. It's my day off. Spend money on posing damn shit. It's my day off. Might go out with my bitch wife. Can't give me money today.
Obviously, I need tips.
Give me money today.
This is where my fucking money goes to, everyone.
Shout out to the trolls.
For those who contributed, thank you. It would be great if we get a few more tips. To make up earlier today, we did not hit the hat goal either. It's been a very slow day. It would be great if we could pick it up a little bit with maybe some contributions tonight with tips. If you can. Just saying. You know, I know some people are super chatting or whatever. That helps long term. But right now, I really can help. Tomorrow's my day off. The tips I'll have for my day off, you see?
Give me money today.
This one's for all my.
Alright guys, let's get this done very quickly. I actually have dinner to get themselves, to eat essentially. But let's get the bingo card sorted super fast, super quick, and we can be done and through with this, and then I can scop and down. You guys continuing to enjoy the Meerkat tunes. We'll have a bingo card ready. So, what do we want to do? Well, somebody help me pick a bingo card. Somebody deliver me in chat a phrase or word or action or whatever, or from the list you see in front of you, and we will pick a bingo card, right? That's a very good number, Mr. Different Labelled, but we don't have a word yet. He's trying to skip the process here, Mr. Different Labelled. Weird Noise. Okay, Weird Noise was the first one I actually saw. Weird Noise. Okay, I could be, I'll say, quite ambiguous. What am I nibbling on? I managed to get a wee chippy, a wee treat. So I managed to, I was fortunate enough to get a chippy, put it that way. So, thank you to the generosity of, you know, a certain pal. I managed to get myself a chippy wrangled, so there we go. But I'm going to get a bingo card sorted first. Weird Noise is going to win. I'll tell you what, let's go with 50. We'll go with 31. Mr. Differently Abled said 31 in chat. He got it out there early, but fuck it. We'll do the 31st bingo card where Weird Noise appears, and I'm going to do it, and I'll show you guys, so I'm not going to skip anything. We have everything in here already, everything loaded up, including a Weird Noise, which will be here. Weird Noise, right at the very bottom. It's been tough. My life's been tough. I know Mere World Order, same here. We'll generate 1,000 bingo cards, and we will then pick the 31st bingo card for Weird Noise. Now, Weird, the first result's there, so the 32nd result will be the 31st card, if that makes sense. Which will be this bingo card right here. So, here is our bingo card for today. What I mean by that is food talk, explaining it is what it is, and Twitter. Me remode, drinks, hands through the hair, years ago story, and idiot. Weird Noise, on demand, snort, help, and react. Wrong, you see, him being toxic, him saying fuck, and a Y/T-pose, and finally, drama, sound good, here's a deal, gifted memberships, and engagement. I think that's a quite strong card, personally speaking. I think it's a very strong card indeed. A couple of ones that might be a bit... It's hard to see him going me remode, although it depends what's in the news today. If it's a news story, he might be able to somehow make it himself. It could happen. It's a pretty solid card, I think. Him is just as drinking. Drinks is him drinking. Anything with an asterisk around it is an action. So food talk is him mentioning food whatsoever. He could even say a food. Like, he'll just talk about, you know, if he says flat as a pancake, that's technically food talk. Him explaining something is him pretending that the chat is like 2 years old and he's trying to explain it in the stupidest way possible. Like, you know, you're a fucking retard or something, which half his chat are, to be fair. And me remode is him making something about himself, essentially. It's something about something else, like something terrible happened in the world, you know, and it's like, oh, well, that reminds me of how horrible this thing happened to me was, you know, he just makes it about himself. That's me remode right there. And him being toxic, you know, the toxic thing is, well, it's usually just, obviously, he'll lash out at somebody in chat or something, or he'll just lash out in general and just be suddenly randomly abrasive and nasty for no real reason other than the fact that he is a toxic piece of shit. So, yeah. I think it's a very strong card, personally speaking. I'm quite happy with it. So I will set up the bingo now and set up, you know, everything else and all that shit. I'll get all that set up, and then I'm going to try and scoff my dinner down before we start the actual bingo properly. But yeah, thank you very much for my pick, guys, and hope you enjoy the music while I get this all set up again. So, cheers.
My baby girl.
And it starts to click, you know, if someone just keeps saying sorry when they do something, they're not really apologizing, right? If apologizing isn't just words, it's I will not do this thing again because I feel bad about it. If you keep doing the thing, it's not actually an apology.
You have no respect for people that are alive, for fucking people that are dead. You don't give a shit about anybody but yourself. You have no respect.
Apologizing isn't just words.
You have no respect. Do you value money more than our friendship? But that's the way of them saying, we want nothing to do with Phil at all moving forward. Let's make up a bunch of shit or twist a bunch of shit to make him sound bad because everyone hates him now anyway on the internet. So let's make him look like the villain so everyone will believe it, and we'll just be washing our hands of the whole situation and we never have to deal with him ever again. And you know what? Look what's happened. Literally, no one bugs them anymore. Nothing. It's all, they're completely washed. The hands are clean. You have no respect for people that are alive, for fucking people that are dead. You don't don't give a shit about anybody but yourself. You have no respect.
Apologizing isn't just words. It's I will not do this thing again.
You have no respect.
Because I feel bad about it.
He watches too much WWE. John starts getting text messages at 6 o'clock in the morning. That means it's like 2 o'clock in the morning there. So now, when you start reading them, you start looking at it, and it doesn't make any sense why he's even texting. And it's not even coherent. So you start wondering if the guy was, like, if he's been drinking and texting.
I understand that people right now are so hyped for the gifted memberships, and I'm very grateful for that. I mean, thank you. But I hope that that doesn't mean that people are going to forego tipping, because that would put me in a bad situation. And in particular, I don't know why you guys, okay, why are you laughing? Grocery shopping, tips. Meal with my wife, tips. Coming up, my day off on Tuesday, tips. Nintendo Online, tips. Bills and stuff, tips. Tips are the liquidity of my business. Why are you laughing? Oh, so hilarious that this guy has stuff financially tight. I literally can't afford stuff on Tuesday on my day off, and you're gonna laugh? Oh, that's funny. When you can't go and do something with your family on your day off, your one day off for the week when you're working full-time 6 days a week, that's funny, right? No, it's not fucking funny. Now shut up. Grocery shopping, tips. Meal with my wife, tips. Coming up, my day off on Tuesday, tips. Nintendo Online, tips. Bills and stuff, tips. Tips are the liquidity of my business. Grocery shopping, tips. Meal with my wife, tips. Coming up, my day off on Tuesday, tips. Nintendo Online, tips. Bills and stuff, tips. Tips are the liquidity of my business.
This one's for all my baby girls.
It complements the flavor perfectly. And it's so weird because it's nothing like any other cuisine. It really isn't. I can't even tell you another cuisine that tastes like that. But it's so good. And what I like about Mediterranean food is usually when you get it, you get such a good variety of stuff. Like I got, so it came with hummus and pitas. You dip the pitas in the hummus, and that was delicious. Robust. Insanely flavorful chicken. It's not dry. It's freaking robust. Give me this dipping sauce. Garlic infused dipping sauce. Robust. I will tell you guys is thus. Robust. Robust. They came with their rice, which is the seasoned rice that just tastes, again, it tastes kind of different from other cultures' rices. It has peas and carrots, but it's also got this unique seasoning in it that's really good. And then also a side salad, which was like lettuce, tomato, onion, robust, insanely flavorful chicken. It's not dry. It's freaking robust. Give me this dipping sauce. Garlic infused dipping sauce. Robust. I will tell you guys is thus. Robust. 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 We went and got dinner. Now, this was a double-edged sword.
Because you're not rich and you're not famous and you're not this and you're not that. You had an opportunity to be, but you blew it all. And I said, well, oh well. I'm proud of that. I guess I'm proud to be a loser.
This one's for all my baby girls.
I'll be the guy on level 1. I streamed myself masturbating. I'll be the guy. Fuck life. I'll be the for thousands of children. I'll be the guy on level 1.
You're still on mission 1.
I'll be the guy on level level one. Married happily, paycheck to paycheck happily, meaningful relationship, meaningful life with a family. And now, by the way, I have to raise money to pay 2 big bills next week. I got all my utilities are due next week. Tomorrow, if I stop streaming, I would not be able to get a job. So it would be the end of my life. But outside of that, everything else is good in my life. You know what I mean? So I'll be the guy on level one. I streamed myself masturbating. I'll be the guy. Fuck life. I'll be the for the thousands of children. I'll be the guy on level one.
You're still on mission 1.
I'll be the guy. I'll be the thousands of children.
When your life is all positive instead of negative, it's a much better situation. Big ups to your dad, and I can tell you that from personal experience. Look at my life now. I have a beautiful wife. I have a beautiful life with a family, right? Everything here is so much better than what I had before. Why? Because I'm a positive person.
Why do I say I'm not a children's entertainer? Because I'm not a Muppet. I'm not here to play a character. I'm not here to pretend that I'm something that I'm not. I don't dye my hair. I don't act stupidly constantly to get attention from children. I don't do stupid pranks. You know what I mean? I don't cause drama. I'm here just to play games and have fun. I'm a legitimate gamer.
Big ups to your dad. I need banana, tasty banana. Put banana in my mouth, tasty banana. I need banana, tasty banana. Please don't feel it comes in there. Put banana in my mouth, squeeze banana. Put banana in my mouth, squeeze banana. Put banana in my mouth.
Act and talk a certain way with certain mannerisms, certain over-the-top reactions, screaming at the top of their lungs, jumping, flailing, doing weird things, constantly on camera.
I need banana, tasty banana. Put banana in my mouth, tasty banana. I need banana, tasty banana. Please don't feel it comes in there. Put banana in my mouth, squeeze banana. Put banana in my mouth. Squeeze banana. Put banana in my mouth.
This one's for all my baby girls.
I need banana, tasty banana. Put banana in my mouth, tasty banana. I need banana, tasty banana. Please don't feel it comes in there. Put banana in my mouth, squeeze banana. Put banana in my mouth, squeeze banana. Put banana in my mouth.
When we hit the 250 vestry for that celebration, I'm going to debut a new vest. There we go. Celebratory bubble blow. Very nice. There's bubbles everywhere. There's bubbles all over my PlayStation 4 controller. There's bubbles on my microphone stand. There's bubbles everywhere tonight. It's out of control.
This one's for all my baby girls.
And it starts to click, you know, if someone just keeps saying sorry when they do something, they're not really apologizing, right? If apologizing isn't just words, it's I will not do this thing again because I feel bad about it. If you keep doing the thing, it's not actually an apology.
You have no respect for people that are alive, for fucking people that are dead. You don't give a shit about anybody but yourself. You have no respect.
Apologizing isn't just words.
You have no respect. Do you value money more than our friendship?
But that's the way of them saying, we want nothing to do with Phil at all moving forward. Let's make up a bunch of shit or twist a bunch of shit to make him sound bad because everyone hates him now anyway on the internet. So let's make him look like the villain so everyone will believe it and we'll just be washing our hands of the whole situation and we never have to deal with him ever again. And you know what? Look what's happened. Literally, no one bugs them anymore. Nothing. They're completely washed. The cans are clean.
You have no respect for people that are alive, for fucking people that are dead. You don't give a shit about anybody but yourself. You have no respect.
Apologizing isn't just words. It's I will not do this thing again.
You have no respect.
Because I feel bad about it.
He watches too much WWE. John starts getting text messages at 6 o'clock in the morning. That means it's like 2 o'clock in the morning there. So now, when you start reading them, you start looking at it, and it doesn't make any sense why he's even texting. and it's not even coherent. So you start wondering if the guy was like, if he's been drinking and texting.
I actually admitted this last year. I'll say it again. I actually do play some mobile games. I do. All right. The ones that I play are free to play or incredibly inexpensive. Like you spend $1 here or there to make progress.
This one's for all my baby girls.
Got me that gotcha. I love it. Got me that gotcha. Begging for fucking tips and shit on Street. It's WWE Champions time. I'm stupid. WWE game plays like Candy Crush. Moving gems around, breaking colored gems. I love it. Again, it's pay to win. The more money you sink into it, the more characters you can summon, the higher chance you'll get the better characters, etc., etc. All right. Got me that gotcha. I love it. Got me that gotcha. Begging for fucking tips and shit on Street. Gotcha. Got me that gotcha. Thanks for the money, dummies. Supercar. That was a mobile game I played like 5-6 years ago, a lot. For about a year, I played it pretty hardcore. All right, even at that point, that was before everything kind of fell apart with YouTube and everything. I was putting a little bit of money into it. I was playing for the top cards. I was playing the shit out of that game, okay? After about a year, they launched what they called Season 2, which reset all the cards in the game and made all your progress essentially worthless. And I said, this game fucking sucks. What a complete waste of time that this was, all right? Today, some shithead hater will take something that I say out of context, and a ton of morons will watch that video. So within a day or two, that video will get like 5,000 views. While my daily gameplay videos each are getting, what, like 1,000 views, if that? Cuck life, 100%. Live the life of the cuck. Why not? YouTube doesn't care. Illegal, immoral, harmful, fucking toxic. This is insane. This is fucking toxic. Cuck life. It became a meme, right? The meme was to hate on me. Were there legitimate reasons? At first, there were. But over the years, are you shitting me how I've changed? Like how different I am now? There is nothing fucking legitimate you could do. With the shit these people say and do, the insane amounts of slander and defamation about me that's just untrue on the internet. There's no way I could ever, in any capacity, legally or otherwise, there's no way I could even dispute 99% of the shit they say because of the insane amount of it that they say. Cuck life, 100%. Live the life of the cuck. Why not? YouTube doesn't care. Illegal, immoral, harmful, fucking toxic. This is insane. This is fucking toxic. Cuck life, 100%. Live the life of the cuck. Why not? YouTube doesn't care. Illegal, immoral, harmful, fucking toxic. This is insane. This is fucking toxic. Cuck life, 100%. Live the life of the cuck. Why not?
Because I just want you guys to understand that means the world to me when I get a message like that. Like, it's been tough. My life has been tough over the last decade. It has. And when I read a message like that, I'm sorry that I'm tearing up like a baby. But when I read a message like that, it makes me feel like it was worth it. Like all the shit that happened to me and all the stress and the mental shit that I go through on a daily basis, sometimes, that is worth it because there's people out there who got something out of all this. It wasn't just some dickhead in front of a camera, doing stupid videos, that it actually meant something to people. And that means the world to me, that there's people out there that, for a decade, that they've been watching me and they've been following me and they've been watching my life evolve and how I've become a better person,
Now what does the sugar do in the sauce?
Adds sweetness, adds a contrast. If you don't, it's all going to be tartness, and you won't have any kind of sweetness.
It's going to be acidity from tomatoes.
Right, you'll have
and then
tart
spice.
and it's acid and nothing else. Alright. So now we got to stir all that in, and then we add our final ingredients, and then the meat.
This one's for all my baby girls.
Italian life. Italian wife. Italian bills. Italian dark side flip. Italian wife. Italian wife. Italian chill. Italian can't give her a pill. I'm half kind of European mix. European style, Asian fusion style. Tips, greasy hair. Pasta once a week. Authentic style, Asian fusion style. Italian.
Guess what else we're gonna add?
What?
Sausage. Italian sausage. That's gonna go in here too.
I love sausage. I have had many varieties.
Italian wife. Italian wife. Italian bills. Italian dark side flip. Italian wife. Italian wife. Italian chill. Italian can't give her a pill. Why do you pretend to be Italian? I don't. I'm not full-blooded Italian. That'd be ridiculous for me to claim. I am a quarter Italian. I am 1/4 Polish, and then I'm half kind of European mix.
Right now, for the next week, I'm literally strapped for cash. The only money I'll have is tips coming in on the streams. And that, by the way, I have to raise money to pay 2 big bills next week. All my utilities are due next week. So now in the next few days, I have to raise money to pay my utilities. And then, see what I mean? Like, this is how it is for me. Yet these shitheads out there want to fucking fuck with me behind the scenes, ruin all kinds of financial shit for me. Then on top of that, make stuff up to try to make me sound like a terrible person on the internet.
To make money, I have to pay Ben bills. I have to pay Ben bills. I have to pay Ben bills.
I have to pay my taxes, pay my back taxes. I have to pay my mortgage, pay my internet bill. I have to pay Ben bills. I have to pay Ben bills, bitch. Pay Ben taxes. I have to pay Ben bills, bitch. Day to day, tips to tips, to pay bills and things. Eventually, things will get better. But kind of stuck right now with how things are. That's why I'm trying to make money. I have to pay Ben bills. I have to pay Ben bills. I have to pay Ben bills. I have to pay Ben taxes. Bills. I have to pay Ben bills. I have to. If you want to sit here and you want to pretend like you're holier than thou, I'm better than those content creators, man. Because I have a job where I work 9 to 5 and I bust my ass at my job and I earn a paycheck, man. And then I come home, see? I'm not on the internet begging for money all day, man. See, I'm better than them, man. No, you're not any better. Everyone's the same. No one's better than anybody else. Get your ass out there and fucking work, bitch.
Yesterday was a really slow day for me on stream. I didn't.
Hang on. I just want to show. Fuck it, we're going to do it. Right. So yeah, thank you, Meerkat, for his music. We'll play contributions in a second, but yeah, Nathan Wong's getting chewed out in Phil's chat. I'm not entirely sure why. He just said looking forward to a jam-packed day of hot new releases. I'm expecting more support on the streams than usual. And Phil's just fucking going off on him. It's like, not your place, don't mention it again, your closet troll. It's still digesting dinner. Your closet trolling isn't appreciated. Randomly abrasive and toxic, I feel. The stream has frozen. I'll refresh it to settings. Well, not my stream, Phil's stream. Oh, Phil said BRB and then the stream seems to have died. Oh, would you look at that? Yeah, it has to briefly restart. Okay. The feast was robust, yes, thanks guys. Yeah, Phil is restarting this computer. My mic almost never malfunctions anymore, so when it does, it means I need to restart my PC. Well, that's a piece of shit computer he's got right there. If only somebody would tell my good computer to get to upgrade his shit. If only there's somebody out there who could step by step detail everything that he would need. Not want, but need to do a good job of streaming. Ah well. Nobody like that exists, I'm sure. Nobody at all like that exists. You know, Will Phil's trying to fix his nonsense fucking garbage or his stupid fucking stream. Let me refresh again. Hi, Sadie, how you doing? While he's trying to fix all this garbage, let's just go to contributions and fucking enjoy that.
On September 14th, a pre-authorized payment of $16.51 from PayPal.
All right, Luna Mills has tipped me $1.30. It says, "I'm back. What's your favorite type of shower?" When you're showered in money. When you go outside and all of a sudden greenbacks start falling from the sky and you raise your face up, you're like, oh, you start dancing, you go, oh, money, money, yeah, yeah. All right, I don't know what the hell you're talking about, but thank you for the first tip of the day. Money, money, yeah, yeah. Money, money, oh, money, money, yeah, yeah. Money, 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 yeah, yeah. Money, money, oh, money, money, yeah, yeah. These contributions are mandatory. Money, money, yeah, yeah. Money, money, oh, money, money, yeah, yeah. Money, 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 yeah, yeah. Money, money, oh, money, money, yeah, yeah. These contributions are mandatory. Show me the money. Money, money, yeah, yeah. Money, money, oh, money, money, yeah, yeah. Money, 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 yeah, yeah. Money, money, oh, money, money, yeah, yeah. These contributions are mandatory. And it's gone, just gone like that, in an instant, fucking gone.
Another reminder, that was Pixar Animations, so if you don't know that video, you really should by now. If I fucking play it every single fucking time, every chance I get I play the fucking thing. That's a link to the video there by Pixar Animations. Now, is Phil still alive, or is it broken, or what the fuck's going on here? Let's refresh it again and see what happens. Bizarre, he's still restarting, I guess. That's a bit toxic, Brian Gooleyboot, how you pronounce your fucking surname. Pixar does good work. He suspected his bike downtime's possible. Let's go to his channel. Let's actually go to his channel and see. It says he's live here. But you go here and nothing. Control F it. Force refresh. I'm almost ready to start up again. Okay, so that's why it's not fucking loading. Probably gets banned now. Nah, Phil's not banned. He's just restarting his computer still. It takes a while, I guess. My computer will, But yeah, Phil was quite late today because he had to restart his old computer, which is apparently a long task. DSP Gaming, as far as I'm aware, has not been struck with anything. Covered in gout. I'm burning this is not the right temperature for watching DSP. Aye, but it's ridiculously warm in the UK today. Heathrow registered over 40 degrees for the first time ever, so the UK broke the 40 degree mark. Although Heathrow is notoriously a very hot fucking area in London for some reason. I don't know, just because of all the fucking planes or something, man, it's weird, but Heathrow really gets heat. But yeah, it's a fucking roasty, toasty sort of day. I've been staying inside for most. I had to work anyway, so I work from home as well, so I don't have to fucking worry about venturing out in the heat too much. I'm just refreshing the stream again until it goes live. I assume Phil's going to message when he is live again in this chat, just to kind of let people know that, by the way, guys, we're live. Yeah, he just says, there he is there, getting up in a second. So. Yeah, Prophet says, heard the tarmac at Heathrow split and heaved due to the heat. Oof. This is in the UK are not prepared for extreme weather. And let's just be honest, these days the weather is getting more extreme. It is getting hotter everywhere, and sometimes you get freak winters as well in places. And it's just the world in general. Oh, but the stream is live again, that's good, so we can... It's all fuzzy as hell though. Why is it all fuzzy as hell? There you go. But no, we're live again with the stream with Phil's end of things, and I'm going to unmute. Because that's fucking what you get if it wasn't muted, man. Just this garbage fucking music. Oh, it is. Don't tell me I had to restart again. What's going on now? Is it me this time, or is it Phil again? I'm going to refresh the page again. Well, looks like it's okay. This is fucking weird. I don't know what fuck Phil's doing in this stream today. Definitely a fan of mine as far as I can tell. We're just waiting for this little dipshit to go live, which is right now. Here we go, guys. Bingo time.
Darksea Devil. Is that how you say it? Darksea Devil? There's a Darksea Devil. Or Darksea Devil.
Hi, my name is... What? My name is... Who? My name is...
Darksea Devil.
Hi, my name is... What? My name is... Who? My name is... Slim
Darksea Devil.
Good morning, everyone. How you doing? Welcome to a fun and new and refreshing episode of the Level 1 podcast. I'm Darkside Phil. How is everyone this lovely Tuesday morning? What a day it is. A rare double new release day, chock right in the middle of summertime. We almost never get days like this. And so when they are happening, it's a rarity and we all enjoy them, right? We take advantage of them, right? I know. So welcome, everyone. Sorry we had a slight technical issue just as I was about to start the podcast today. My mic died. Now, what's funny is my mic dying was becoming an increasingly big problem over the last couple of years. Usually it was just a Windows driver error and simply restarting OBS, would fix the issue. However, it was getting worse and worse. So eventually about 2 months ago, month and a half ago, I updated my OBS to the latest version for the first time in like 6 years. I'm not kidding. I was basically using an insanely outdated version of OBS all along. And when I did that, it pretty much fixed all the mic issues, except every once in a while, like maybe once a month now, there's a mic issue. The difference now is when there's a mic issue, I can't even close OBS. I try and it just gets stuck in this endless loop. So I have to reboot my computer. The good news is my computer needed a refresh anyway. I leave it on quite a lot. Having a nice fresh restart, especially on a double new release day, is probably a good idea. And so no harm, no foul. Took like 3 extra minutes to reboot my PC. And here we are. And it's time, my friends. We've been waiting for this because, as you guys know, this summer has been slow. We have not had many or any major new releases at all. It's been pretty much like every once in a while, a little indie release. You know, we had Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles Shredder's Revenge. We had... some retro playthroughs that I've been doing, but really nothing to write home about when it comes to new releases at all, just kind of throwback stuff. So finally to have not 1, but 2 new releases is exciting. Of course, they have to release on the same day, which means I can't play them both as the first stream. It figures, right? But it is what it is. I'll be tackling both today. Incidentally, today It doesn't matter what kind of a gamer you are. It doesn't matter if you're console or PC. It doesn't matter if you're Sony or Microsoft, you know, PlayStation or Xbox. You're eating well. Even anyone who's a subscriber of any of these services, PlayStation Plus Deluxe, I believe, or Game Pass, you're getting a free game today, essentially, which is a nice thing. And it's a good way to kind of promote the current landscape of digital subscription services and try to show how they have added value, okay? So shall we talk? Shall we just jump right into it? Yeah, let's talk about today's releases. So release number 1 on the PlayStation side of things is Stray, the game from Annapurna Interactive, who, quite frankly, till about a year ago, I didn't even know who they were. And now it's like they're hitting hit after hit. If you remember last summer, they had 12 Minutes. They had Last Stop, that weird choose-your-own-adventure style game that was one of the oddest games I've ever played. Among like a handful of pretty interesting, smaller indie-style releases. And now they've got Stray. So they're really becoming a prolific game studio, pumping out pretty unique stuff. They may actually be becoming one of my favorite game studios right now because of the variety of stuff that they tend to pump out here. So I'm pretty excited. What is Stray? It is a game starring a cat. So right there, anyone who's a cat lover, like, oh my God, there's a game that's all about cats. Yeah, there is. It's called Stray. And I'm very excited to try this out. Appears to be really great graphics, set in a futuristic setting. The humans are missing. Where did they go? I don't know. Why are there humanoid robots everywhere in place of real humans? I don't know. So we're going to be playing as a cat that's going to be walking around trying to, I guess, solve mysteries. From what I'm going to understand, the game is essentially a puzzle game. Is there platforming? No, not in the traditional sense. There's a bunch of button prompts to get you to kind of jump from point to point, but there's no timed or precise platforming whatsoever in the game. The game is more about how do I get from objective A to objective B with all these things in my way? How do I solve this puzzle? Do I grab an item from over here and push it over here? Do I have a bottle that I have to push through a glass window to break it open so I could jump through? Do I lure a certain creature over here to interact with something else that then opens a pathway? So that's pretty much the game. Now, there are other elements to it as well, but that's pretty much what it is. There's no major combat in Stray, okay? It is essentially a really unique game. How does it translate into an interactive experience? Is it super fun? And is it unique? Or will you feel like it's boring after an hour? I don't know. I guess that's what we're here to find out, right? The game sells for $40. So if you don't have PlayStation Plus, I want to say it's the deluxe tier. I think it's the deluxe tier you get the game, not the premium. I have the premium. But if you don't have that tier of PS Plus service, you'd have to pay $40 to get it. Now, let me ask you a small question. Would you like to pay anywhere between $10 to $18 to get this game? Or would you like to pay $40 to get this game? Right? And you might say, well, yeah, but you're not technically buying the game if you get PS Plus. I mean, you're right. You're getting the digital rights to it for as long as you have the PS Plus subscription. But by all reports, Stray is roughly 4 hours long. It could be longer your first run when you're trying to genuinely solve the puzzles for the first time. If you know how to beat it, you can turbo through the game and beat it in like 3 to 4 hours. So, are you realistically going to be playing this game for an extended period of time where you need to buy it outright and have rights to it forever? Probably not. You could probably do multiple runs of it within the next couple of weeks and not have to worry about, oh no, I lost the rights to it when my PS Plus subscription ran out. So, obviously, I'm going to recommend get the PS Plus subscription and save yourself some money if you want to play Stray. Okay, now, I'm excited for it. Why? Well, because as you guys know, I have a pet cat named Jasper. He's awesome. He's probably the most awesome pet I've ever owned in my life. And he is a mischievous guy. He's in here sometimes for when I do gameplay. I would like to get him in here for Stray, but here's the thing. I've explained this to you guys before. Allow me to do it one more time. My house is literally an echo chamber. Here's what I mean by that. Right now, I'm in my office. My door's closed. Okay? If I talk and I'm recording and I'm streaming for you guys, everything's good. If I open this door right now and I continue to talk just like I'm talking right now, no exaggeration, you could hear my voice downstairs on the other end of the house as if I were near you. In fact, yesterday, it was funny. Yesterday, or 2 days ago, my wife came home from work while I was streaming. And she said, no, she walked into the house and she thought I was in the living room. I wasn't. I was up here streaming, but my door was open. She thought I was like right there. She's like, honey, huh? And he's like, oh, he's upstairs talking. That's how the house is. So here's the thing.
No. Here's the thing. Phil has no fucking idea how to use OBS Studio or whatever to fucking set up his microphone properly. I've got it so if I speak kind of low, it does boost it a wee bit. And if I speak high, it does like me, you know, it's like noise gates or something it's called. I've got a whole bunch of fucking settings on the microphone to try and make it, but I know there's probably things more I can do to make my microphone sound a bit more better. But OBS certainly helps it a lot. Put it that way. So I've got noise gates, I've got like some other things. There's like 4 different things I have altogether. The OBS settings to make sure my microphone is, you know, I've got a thing as well so it doesn't pick up random like the fan noise. I've got my fan on in the background, and you can't really tell because of the fucking settings I've got in this. And obviously, if I'm doing something with my mouse or something, you won't hear that unless I'm talking as well, and you'll hear a mouse clicks on its own, won't set off the microphone. But if I'm talking and I'm also using my mouse as well, you'll probably hear the clicks. But it's those kind of things that Phil has zero idea on how to set up properly for his own fucking, you know, shit, and he refuses to learn. I went out my way to try and educate myself on that shit, and I found tutorials on that shit, really quick guides on YouTube. They show me how to set up microphones, you know, so it sounds better on OBS Studio for your audience. Well, doesn't put that kind of thought into the product. He just, because I've got a really expensive microphone. That's all I need. I've got the priciest thing I can find here. Now I'm going to sound amazing, and he doesn't think at all about trying to use OBS to try and tweak the settings to make it sound better. It means I wouldn't have to fucking hear what's happening downstairs when he fucking leaves the room. As we've heard before, we've fucking heard shit before. Like, we heard to get a delivery driver sometimes at a fucking door when he's forgot to mute himself, getting his dumbass food for peace with the king and all that shit. He does not think how to fucking do this shit properly because he doesn't care really about what his audience wants. All he cares is getting money off them. The bottom line is he wants paid off them. It's not about the audience experience, it's about Phil's experience.
I would love to get Jasper in here for this playthrough, but my wife is home. I am not going to leave the door open and have this booming, echoing voice go through the whole house, basically driving her nuts when I'm playing today. All right? So the other thing I can do is get Jasper to come in the room and close the door. But Jasper is not a chill cat. He's just not. He's the kind of cat that he wants to be able to go where he wants to go when he wants to go there. Okay? If you put him in a room, you close the door, he starts getting stir crazy. Within a few minutes, he starts pawing the door. He wants out. Okay? So I would absolutely like to get him in here for when we start playing the game and just see his initial reactions to the intro of the game. I think that'd be pretty sweet. But likely within a few minutes, he's probably going to freak out and want to leave, in which case I will definitely let him out. I'm not going to lock him in here with me today. So let's see what happens. Let's get him in here, right? Let's see how he does react at the beginning of Stray. And then after that, it'll be his decision if he feels like staying in here and chilling with me while I play, or if he wants to take off. Okay? All right. So the main gameplay stream today will be Stray. Even if it's only 4 hours long, we're still not beating it because my stream has about 3 hours of gameplay. Okay? All right. Then, tonight on the late stream, starting at 6:45 p.m. Pacific time, it is our second major new release of the day. It is As Dusk Falls. A narrative-based game with a unique twist. It has a very interesting art style that I've never really seen in a video game before. I've seen the art style used in television shows. I was just talking yesterday how I used to watch a show called Tom Goes to the Mayor, a comedy show on Adult Swim of Cartoon Network. And that one used this kind of unique art style, only in this case, it's a bunch of like still paintings that are moving around. It's kind of unique. It's a choose-your-own-adventure style game that has a really suspenseful, interesting plot. Apparently, there's crimes involved. There's life and death situations and choices for the characters. And much like a lot of these choose-your-own-adventure style games, such as Detroit Become Human or Heavy Rain, the choices you make can determine whether or not the character lives or dies. So it definitely is one of those games that has branching paths, and might lend itself to multiple playthroughs, or at least at the very least, after beating the game once, reloading and going back to other chapters where you were really curious, what would happen if I made the alternate choice here? and replaying it from there and seeing how then the plot will spiderweb out differently with this butterfly effect of changes all around the universe, right? So I'm excited for this game. It looks really good. People who played it seem to love it, say the plot is outstanding. The only catch is it's a choose your own adventure game. If you're looking for high action, high octane explosions and really challenging style gameplay, that's not what the game is. That's not what it's designed to be. But if you like narrative based games and good stories, apparently it's outstanding. That's right up my alley. I love that. So I'm looking forward to that later tonight. That will begin on the late stream. Okay. Now here's the deal about tomorrow. I am here streaming tomorrow. Okay. Normally I'm not. I'm here tomorrow. So I'm going to be playing Stray and As Dusk Falls tomorrow. If Stray is as short as everyone is saying it is, it sounds like I'm going to beat it tomorrow. And indeed, if Stray is only 4 hours long, which it might be, then it really doesn't make sense for me to play it as the main stream tomorrow, does it? Because then I'll have an hour of gameplay and 2 hours of dead air with nothing to do. So let's play the game today. Let's see how far I get in Stray today. I'm sure by the end of today's main gameplay stream, people will be like, oh yeah, I've seen someone else play it, and you're so-and-so length through the game. You probably have so-and-so length amount of gameplay left. If it makes sense to, then tomorrow what we will do is flip the streams. The main gameplay stream will be As Dusk Falls, and the late stream will be the conclusion of Stray. But I don't want to jump the gun and say that until we actually see how far I get today, until we see, you know, what happens in the game. Maybe it is baloney. Maybe it's like, oh, if you're actually checking out your environment and you're taking your time to figure out the puzzles and not cheating, the game takes 6-7 hours, in which case that does warrant 2 major streams. You know, I hate to say it, but it's really hard to trust people these days, especially when it comes to what they say is the length of a game. How many people completely over-exaggerate the length of a game because of padding? On the flip side of that, how many people completely under-exaggerate the length of a game, claiming that it's way too short and blah, 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 when in reality what they're saying is if you speed run it, already knowing how to play everything and beating everything on the instant first try, and you know what I mean? Yeah, sure, if you have a guide and you know every puzzle and you can solve it instantly, maybe you could beat Stray in 2 hours. But who the fuck does that? What asshole buys a game or gets a game on a subscription service and then just sits there with the walkthrough and just turbos through and has 0 challenge? Like, what are you playing the game for then, right? So, let's see. In addition, you got to remember something. I am an interactive live streamer. Being an interactive live streamer, that means we're going to have a lot of interaction with conversation. We're going to be doing shout outs for people who are contributing during the stream, etc. And with that, obviously, it means the game's going to be lengthier than a lot of other people playing it, okay? So there you go. Let's see what happens and go from there, all right? But it's going to be a great day, I feel. Double new release day is always exciting. I always have a great time with it, and I get the feeling today will be a really special day, okay? Tomorrow, as I've already said, we'll see what happens. If I need to flip the streams, we will flip the streams tomorrow, all right? Now, I'm off from streaming on Thursday, so I hope you all have a great, safe, fun day. If you happen to get caught up on any stuff here on DSP Gaming that I've been up to on my day off, thanks for watching. And remember, things such as liking videos and leaving comments on the videos creates engagement that allows this channel to get noticed more on YouTube and get recommended in recommended videos and search results and things like that. Also remember, if you'd like to support the channel on my day off, you can do a super thanks, which is a way of leaving a contribution on a video that also highlights your comment on said video on demand. When I come back on Friday, originally, my plan was that I was going to be playing Stray as the main stream. But again, if Stray is as short as everyone says, I'll probably be beating it by then. In which case, we'll do As Dusk Falls as the main stream on Friday, and Friday night will be my Friday Night Fights segment of Capcom Fighting Collection, the old school fighting game fun that just launched about roughly a month ago now, okay? And then what we will do is over the weekend, we will start to alternate stuff. So maybe we will alternate between As Dusk Falls and Final Fantasy VII. Okay, as the main streams. And at night streams, maybe what we'll do is we'll alternate between Fable Anniversary and some Capcom Fighting Collection. If we need another new game to throw into the mix, which we very well may, the next one on deck would be Batman Arkham Asylum Remastered. This was the game that came in 3rd place in the Viewer's Choice polling that we did about 3 weeks ago to determine what Viewer's Choice games we'd be playing. And I don't want to make it feel like, even though it was a close vote, that people wouldn't get rewarded. In addition, this was a game that the members themselves nominated and chose. So obviously this one is kind of like a way of giving back to the members of the channel. All right. So we're going to have essentially As Dusk Falls until it's done. Maybe we'll do a second run or go back and redo certain choices to see how the plot changes. And then we're going to be balancing Final Fantasy VII, Fable Anniversary, and Batman Arkham Asylum Remastered along with Capcom Fighting Collection for the short term. Now there's other stuff going on as well. Someone this morning supposedly sent me a code for the Multiverses beta. I haven't tested it yet. All right. I need to test it. If the Multiverses beta works, then this coming weekend, I'll be playing the Multiverses beta at least 1 or 2 sessions. What is Multiverses? Multiverses is a new combat game, a competitive game, that is in the vein of, say, Super Smash Brothers or PlayStation All-Stars. Remember that game from like a decade ago? What it does, it takes characters from all different categories of Warner Brothers Entertainment. So think DC Comics characters like Batman and Superman. Think cartoon characters like the Looney Tunes or Steven Universe or Scooby-Doo. And it smashes them all together into a competitive online situation. And I believe that there's team fights, there's melee free-for-alls. It's kind of interesting. I haven't tried it yet, obviously, because the beta isn't public. The public beta is actually at the very end of the month. But like I said, someone has provided me with a code to play it early. So as long as that code works, likely this weekend, I will be doing a night stream or two of it to try it out and see what it's all about. And of course, to help determine if this is something that I'd be interested in actually buying when it comes out later this year. It doesn't have a set release date as of yet, but you know, since the betas are coming over the weekend, excuse me, the closed beta is this weekend. I believe the open beta is next week. So even if the closed beta doesn't work, the open beta I'll still be doing, but I'm hoping I can try it out around this weekend. Okay? So let's see what happens. That'll be interesting, right? That'll be interesting to check out and see what it's all about this coming weekend. All right? Good stuff. Okay. Outside of everything I just mentioned, the only other really housekeeping issue to talk about around here would be the members total. So just a quick reminder, we already hit our tier 1 members goal for the month much earlier this month. The tier 1 members goal locked us into this reward, a marathon, where I'll be here all day long, starting at 10:45 a.m. all the way through 7 p.m. if not later. One ongoing stream where we're going to see what's in my closet. All right? We're going to be exploring. There's all kinds of crap in there. I mean, every few days I go in there, I pull something else out randomly for you guys, and you're like, what the hell is that? And there's a story behind it, and you're interested. So it's going to be a fun event. All right? It's going to be pretty exciting to see what's in there. There's going to be stuff I'm sure we're going to be adding to my setup behind me. There may be stuff that we will implement on my streams. There may be stuff that I'll be tossing and throwing out. And there may be stuff of value that maybe I could go to GameStop and trade it in and either get a few bucks or credit towards something. But, you know, maybe I could go in there, find some stuff to trade in and go get a new controller or something, which would be nice because all my controllers have an issue. My Xbox controller has a sticky trigger. You know, I'd love to maybe get something new out of it. I guess we'll see. All right. By the way, yes, there will be Feasting with the King episode during that show where we try out a new cuisine of some sort from around here. It'll be exciting. It'll be a fun, chill day. No gameplay, but just relaxing. All right? Now, when is this? Saturday, July 30th. That could change, but as of now, it's Saturday, July 30th, so about a week and a half from now, roughly. So mark your calendars. Make sure you're clear, and you know, anything going on that day, if you happen to have anything that day going on, cancel it. So let's say, for example, your only sibling is getting married on that day. Well, you got to RSVP back and say you're just going to be busy. You got to see what's in DSP's closet. All right. Let's say you're graduating from school that day. Okay. I don't know why you'd be graduating in July, but let's say you were. It was a once in a lifetime event. You're not going anymore. It doesn't matter. This is more important. Trust me, school's overrated anyway. No one gives a shit about that. Let's say, for example, you're going to have life-saving open heart surgery. Well, you're just going to have to live one more day with that clogged artery because you've got to be here to see what's in my closet. All right. So, all right. Obviously, I'm being facetious. I'm joking. Go get the open heart surgery. But watch the stream while you're on the operating table on your phone. All right. Anyway. Yes, it should be a fun and chill time. It should be. I hope you guys will join me for what's in DSP's closet on the 30th, as long as the date doesn't change, but that's what we're going with for now. Okay. So that's the Tier 1 reward. All right. But we are trying to hit a Tier 2 members goal for the month of 585 members. Today would be a great opportunity to jump on and become a member or maybe gift some memberships to some fellow viewers of the channel. What do you get if you become a member, first of all? Highlight a name in stream chat and in comments on on-demand videos. You don't have to abide by the slow mode rules of stream chat. You can talk as much as you'd like. A chat crown badge to show how long you've been an ongoing supporter of the channel, both in the stream comments and in the comments of on-demand videos. You actually get access to all of my emotes, yes, in the stream chat and in the comments of on-demand videos, okay? And when we do special events, for example, we just did 2 different special events. One was the Viewer's Choice playthrough. Members have priority access to nominate and vote on games for special events, and that's why I said Batman Arkham Asylum Remastered was the game the members picked. Guess what? We're playing it. It's coming up. We're going to do it, even though it didn't win the poll, because that's what the members picked. I've decided I want to play it this summer. Cool, right? In addition, you get your questions answered in a priority fashion when I do my Ask the King bi-monthly Q&A dedicated show. We just did one a couple of weeks ago, and more than half the show was member questions, okay? So you get tons of benefits to being a member, and the big thing here is that if we hit 585 members by the end of the month, and we got roughly, well, a little less than 2 weeks to do that, right? If we hit that number, we're locking into the next special reward, which is the new React event. What is the new React event? Well, it's going to be one of 3 things. We're either going to be, number 1, reacting to the original This Is How You Don't Play video made over 10 years ago, Metal Gear Solid 2. Number 2, reacting to a new documentary from Frederick Knudsen. His documentaries are called Down the Rabbit Hole. Or number 3, reacting to a new documentary from June the King, who I have permission to do stuff on. I think he just came out with a new one. I think I was just the other day, I was browsing and it said related video. June the King came out with a new documentary. I don't know what it's about. I haven't looked yet. But, yeah. So there you go. I mean, those are all great. And yes, obviously we are kind of reacting a little bit to some drama stuff again, which is fine. We haven't done that in a while. Remember, my first few reacts were all drama. It was first Rings of Redemption's documentary, then it was my own documentary, then it was to the John and Howard video from 7 years ago. And then I took a break from it. I was like, dude, I gotta take a break from the drama crap. It's too much. So it's been about, at this point, it's been like a month and a half, 2 months. I mean, I'm trying to remember when I reacted to the John Howard video. It was a long time ago. So at this point, I'm ready to jump back into the fray, right into the dirty, shitty toilet. Let's go right back in. At least this time, you know, if this is how you don't play, it's more about my gameplay than anything else, which is fine. It's not personal shit. And if it's about a documentary about someone else from either Frederick Knudsen or June the King, then it doesn't involve me at all. So at least it won't be as dramatic, I feel. But it'll still be fun, okay? So, please consider becoming a member if you're not. Or, another great way to help this channel would be to gift memberships, because memberships are now giftable. And there's people waiting in the wings to receive a gift membership. You know, maybe you can drop a membership bomb on the channel. Everyone's always grateful, and I'm sure they will enjoy that. So, thanks in advance to anyone who considers becoming a member or maybe gifting memberships to the channel. Let's see how we can do it. Now we're doing new releases. I'm hoping maybe we'll get a little bit of increase here. Maybe some of you have been waiting to become a member. Now would be the good opportunity, okay? All right, before we get to a PC discussion today, I have a couple brief news stories I'd like to talk about, okay? Let's take a look here. 3 news stories. News story number 1. The legendary John Romero is returning to game development. How many of you remember John Romero? I do, because I was around in the 1990s. John Romero was the guy there in the forefront of the formative years of first-person shooter gaming. He was responsible for the development, not solely responsible, but he was involved in the development of games such as Doom, Quake, and Wolfenstein 3D. Yeah, he was the originator at id Software who made those games, along with other dev teams, of course, but, you know, he worked with other people. So, of course, infamously, he's also the guy responsible for the original Cyberpunk 2077. I don't mean the game that just came out a couple years ago that was a buggy mess and flopped. I mean the original game that was overhyped, delayed, and then finally released completely under-delivering, and everyone hated it, and essentially it retired him for a while. If you don't know, the name of the game is Daikatana. I remember the entire situation because I was living through it in the 90s. So, John Romero was a legendary game developer. He had pumped out, seriously, hit after hit after hit after fucking hit. He had made so many great games that basically anything he was involved in was like gold, like the Midas touch, right? And then what happened was he wanted to make a game that was groundbreaking, that was going to use a new visual engine, that was going to have all this new stuff to it. And because it was a John Romero game, all the games media at the time covered it and hyped it up. There was cover stories on gaming magazines for Daikatana. And then, after about a year of everyone waiting, never came out, got delayed, and everyone's wondering what's going on. Essentially, the game got caught in development hell, and it finally came out many years after it was originally supposed to come out, and it was terrible. It was rife with bugs. It was incredibly boring. Everyone hated it. So it's basically the original test case, like a Cyberpunk situation. Now, the truth of the matter is, it really was the only game John Romero ever made that really was terrible. Outside of that, there were many games that he made that were great. So I think what happened is over time, you tend to forget the one-off shitty game, and then you remember all the good ones. I mean, let's face it, Doom, Wolfenstein, Quake are formative games that today a lot of first-person shooters base their entire gameplay off of. You know what I'm saying? So John Romero announced this morning he is working with a major publisher, hasn't announced the publisher yet, on his next game. It'll be a first-person shooter built in Unreal Engine 5, and then he's trying to recruit game devs to his team to work on said game. This is big news. We haven't had a John Romero shooter in a very, very, very long time. So obviously it's really good news that this is happening and that we're going to see the return of John Romero to game development. I'm pumped for it. Okay? Very nice. Also, this morning on Famitsu.com, the first information regarding Yakuza 8 was released. And it's very bare bones information, but essentially all it confirms is that a lot of the original characters of Yakuza 7 are returning to the game. It shows like 3 characters. The main character, Ichiban, I guess has a haircut now. His hair isn't like that giant puffy hair like he had in the first game. They changed it. And then also the other 2 main characters. I forget their names off the top of my head because it's been a while since I played the game. The guy who was the cop and then he was basically not a cop anymore, as well as the guy who was pretending to be a hobo but was not. He was undercover trying to avenge his daughter. Remember him? I can't remember their names. I'm sure you guys remember their names. Excuse me. But yeah, those characters are returning for Yakuza 8. I mean, is this a surprise? Not really. I think we figured that the Yakuza series was now going to cover or follow those characters as opposed to the characters from the previous Yakuza games. That the whole idea of Yakuza 7 was that it was a reboot of the franchise with all new characters, right? As an RPG. So, I'm excited for this. However, we don't have any information on a release date yet. All we know is that the game is heavily in development, and this is obviously some good news to start to get a little bit of trickle of information about it. My third news story of the day. No More Heroes 3, which is already out on Switch, right? Like, the game's been out for a while, because I've actually seen it, like, advertised at great discount. Like, you can buy it, on the Switch right now on the cheap. I think the game came out last year, and hate to say it, but like a lot of these games that are Nintendo's exclusives that aren't first-party Nintendo games, I didn't see much hoopla for it. I didn't see much celebration of it. I didn't even see any sales numbers reported, and when you see that, likely that means the game didn't perform very well. Okay, so No More Heroes 3 is getting a port to everything else. Now, if it originally was supposed to be a Switch exclusive, and now it's being ported everywhere else, I think that's a sign that tells you it didn't sell at all, and they want to basically take this game that they put a lot of time and effort into and get a chance to get it distributing other places, okay? So, No More Heroes 3 will now be coming out for play.
Is this me or is this Phil? I think it's Phil.
PlayStation, Xbox, and PC on October 11th for $60.
The hell is going on?
$60? The game is old at this point. The game's already been out on the Switch. Why would you sell it for a full $60 as if it were a hot new release for a game that underperformed on the launch console? Like, this is making me scratch my head. If this was being sold for $20 or $30, I'd be like, wow, that's kind of interesting. Maybe I would even check it out or get it. Why would I spend $60 on a game that already is out for a year and failed on the Switch? This is very confusing to me. Now, apparently this edition, it's called a Day 1 edition, and it comes with a bunch of shit. Like, it's a physical copy edition. It comes with, like, a special case. It comes with a special CD that I think it may be a soundtrack CD. It comes with an art book where the art is oddly a spin-off of Akira. I'm not kidding. It looks just like Akira, the movie. I don't know. That's really weird. But, I don't know. That's just weird to me. Like, it sounds like, oh, well, we know our game flopped on Switch, so now we're hoping other people will buy it on other consoles. So please buy this special edition with a bunch of crap you don't need, but we're trying to make more money, so we'll charge $60 on it to try to make up our dev costs on this game that failed. You know? It's kind of weird. But, I don't know. At this point, am I going to be spending $60 to play No More Heroes 3? Fuck no. Why would I do that? That doesn't make any sense at all to me. So, no, I will not be playing that. Okay. So now what I would like to do is briefly jump into further discussion about PC components, as we've been doing all week long here on the Level 1 podcast. The good news is we're almost done. After almost an entire week covering this information, there's very little left to talk about. In fact, today, the first thing I would like to talk about would be a webcam or camera that I could possibly get in order to do much higher quality face cam for when I'm doing gameplay, but also
money, oh, money, yeah, money.
Thank you very much, Black Mage 66 for the super chat. He says, NMH3 failed so hard they spent more money to port it. That sounds pretty bad, yeah. So yeah, thank you very much for the super chat. Appreciate it.
So, to do higher quality podcasting, okay? So the first thing that was recommended to me, Depths Tech. Never heard of this company before. Depths Tech, okay? 4K webcam, a Sony branded sensor, autofocus, has a privacy cover, and it comes with its own little tripod, 8 megapixels, compatible with everything, compatible with Zoom, Skype, FaceTime, YouTube. And I'm looking at it, and quite frankly, all right, does it sound good on paper? Yes, it does. However, it looks really small. What I mean by that is, like, again, as I've told you guys, when it comes to cameras, all right, one of the major things about a camera that makes a camera good is the size of the lens, okay? The size of the lens is essentially going to determine the quality of the image that you're going to get from said camera. If you have a webcam that claims it's 4K, but the lens is like this, it doesn't matter what the resolution is. The quality of your image is going to be shitty. It just is. It's going to be shitty. All right. So I'm looking at this camera, and it's like, it's actually not that expensive. It's like a $70 camera. And I'm like, maybe it would be all right. But then I'm looking at the lens, and I just keep looking at the lens. And I'm like, dude, I just don't trust that. You know what I'm saying? Like, the lens looks so goddamn small that I don't think I trust it. And now I'm actually looking at, like, related cameras, and I'm seeing when you go into, like, maybe the $100 to $150 price range, now you can start to see some bigger lens webcams that may be pretty good. So maybe they'd be better than this particular one. I'm curious who else made suggestions here. Let's see here.
You might read your email, Prophet.
Because most people suggested things about PC components but didn't go into the camera that much. I feel like the camera is going to be just as important as anything else. Okay.
Well, it's no wonder you don't have any friends.
So I'm reading through. Hold on, because I got a lot of messages.
Shut the fuck up!
Okay. I guess my question to you guys is this. Maybe you guys would know better than me, all right? Yeah, you probably would, okay? What does everyone else do? You guys watch other streamers, right? You guys watch other content creators. Do you know what everyone else is doing? Is everyone else just getting a webcam that's like a 4K webcam and using good lighting and doing it that way? Or are they actually getting dedicated digital camera / camcorders and doing some kind of like a USB video pass through into their PC, capturing it as a separate, audio visual device, maybe an OBS or their capture software? What are they doing? Mikhail says people with a ton of money to burn will get a DSLR. So you're talking a crazy good camera. The DSLR is always an insanely good camera. I know. Those are the ones that have the giant lenses, a ton of features. Professional streamers I've seen use dedicated camcorders. They get digital cameras. So it sounds to me like I should probably go that route, right? Webcams are not good enough to do chroma key on a green screen. You need a professional level camera for that. Huh. All right. If this is the case, all right, since we're opening the door to this discussion today, what I would ask for is information on, oh man, sorry, some suggested cameras where people know that this would work, that you could get a dedicated camera and you could hook it up as an audio visual source to, say, OBS, and I could import it that way. That's exactly how this webcam works, actually, but I needed the drivers. You need to have like the software suite and drivers for it, and then it works on your PC, and then it'll work with OBS. Oh, really? Fallen Hero says some streamers end up having overheating problems when they use a higher end camera like that. Paulo says, no, it's bogus. Trolls are trying to make you spend $2,000 on equipment. Okay, can I give you guys a spoiler alert? I'm not spending $2,000 on a camera. When I say, oh, a camera, I'm thinking, hey, if we could get the cost of the PC to be roughly, I don't know, between $1,500 to $2,000, that would maybe give me some leeway to say, oh, now I can spend a little bit extra on a good camera, extra lighting and things for the office, you see? It seems like a lot of the things we've been talking about in regards to the PC are either just mid-range or just higher than mid-range, like the processor either being a Ryzen 7 or an i7, the GPU, right? That seems like it's going to be not the middle, but not top of the line. Definitely don't need top of the line, but maybe just over a little bit mid-range. You know, hard drives, one terabyte SSD for the operating system, and maybe like a several terabyte standard hard drive to store the videos on and programs and things. RAM, either 16 or 32 gigs, but it sounds like I should probably go for DDR4. That DDR5 isn't really the standard yet, and DDR4 will be cheaper, right? The things we've been talking about, when you start putting the data together about pricing, it sounds like I could probably put together a PC for around $1,500 to $2,000, depending on exactly the specs of each thing that I grab. I think the capture card also will be a factor there, but essentially what we've been talking about, yeah, it sounds like I might be able to then get a camera. Because remember, I was thinking this whole thing would cost around $2,500 to $3,000. I did. I thought the big overhaul of everything here was going to cost about that. And so, you know, especially with the person who has offered to help in regards to the setup, that's what I was kind of thinking, is get the PC for or between $1,500 to $2,000, and that gives some leeway to get some better stuff. You know, as opposed to, oh, go crazy and max out the PC at $3,000, but now I have no equipment to make anything look better, so what was the point, right?
I'm still trying to wrap my head around how he just does these things. He's just openly, blatantly admitting, he's screaming to his audience, I'm a fucking moron and I'm too lazy to try and do some research for my business. It is up to his fans to make sure he succeeds. If he doesn't succeed, they are the ones who will get all the blame for it. Bill, with none of the effort and none of the commitment involved to try and better himself and improve himself, will receive zero blame for things being shit. It's incredible to me how lazy somebody can be. I mean, I thought I'm a lazy bastard in general. I am a lazy bastard. I admit that. But I still try when I need to. This guy just gave up a long time ago. He threw in the towel long ago in trying. All he can do, he went from trying to just buying. As in, you get the money off the fans and he'll just buy whatever they tell him to buy, what they apparently claim is the best fucking thing. It's just incredible to me. And obviously, some of you guys are freaking out in chat. I know Prophet's probably fucking busting aneurysm, making a lot of shit, just a blood vessel going off his head. Listen to this guy Cobain, you're the same, you're going to nuts yourself. It's just, I mean, a lot of you guys are quite tech savvy, it seems, you know, so you're just obviously, I mean, I assume, it's what I was like, he does not want to build a PC, and he does not want to have to order the parts separately. He wants a pre-built thing. He just wants everything he needs in one computer. Just one, so he just wants to, everything he wants in a computer, he wants it to be available. You know, he wants to try and cherry pick all the finest wee things that he thinks he needs, but that's not usually how it works. Usually these kind of pre-builds will have some good things involved, but there's also going to be some meh things involved, especially with that budget. That's why it's cheaper usually to just build your own PC, isn't it? By picking and choosing the parts and then just obviously constructing I think it's cheaper overall that way because obviously there's no labour costs there because you're planning to construct it together. At least that's generally why I assume that's one of the benefits of building your own PC is it's actually cheaper overall because you can just pick and choose what you want as well. Essentially, rather than just a kind of pre-build or a similar kind of thing. Darkstifel says what he wants is a license to accept a shitload of money so he can pocket the extra. Exactly, yeah. As soon as it's the cameras as well, he's I'd love to get a DSLR camera and all that shit, he's just immediately going above $100. Immediately. What's this bullshit about like the size of the lens is the most important thing about shit. I mean, motherfucker could use his phone. You could use his iPhone as a fucking camera, webcam. It'd work very well. It's a very cheap kind of thing you can do to set up to have it as a webcam. Like one of these kind of desk clamps or something. I knew I bought one. But no, I didn't bother. You know how many gamers, Nexus and PC YouTuber videos I've watched of them reviewing pre-builts where things like GPU wasn't plugged in, pieces were broke, CPUs were binned. Yeah, I mean, it's kind of fun. I guess those kind of machines are called Friday machines. As in, so it's the end of the week, you know what I mean? And the machine wasn't built that well because it's an afternoon and it's Friday afternoon, and people working away in these factories making these, constructing these together. It's like, okay, fuck it. It's almost home time, we're not concentrating. You'd rather have a Monday machine or maybe a Tuesday machine than a Friday machine, It might be possible that he already has a good camera, but he's an idiot with colour balance and ISO setting. Well, he's a fucking idiot with his microphone. Very proved that and established that point. He doesn't know a thing about setting the microphone up properly. But the fact is, this is not my job, and I know how to fucking set. Well, I know more about setting my microphone up than him. I've done things to try and make my microphone sound not as horrible, without the fucking wee tweaks and fucking settings. And then it probably sound, worse quality. In terms of like adjustments and levels, not shit, whether I'm speaking loud or whether I'm speaking quietly. And it's just, I don't know, the effort, there's zero effort. There's zero effort to learn, there's zero effort to educate himself, to improve himself, to better himself. He just thinks the product will better him. He's not at all trying to educate himself on, learning this. It's not about a learning experience for him. It's about just the doing. He just wants to do without seeing how it's done. He just wants to play without learning how to play. Everything is just, if it has to involve any effort or imagination on his part, he fucking freaks out and just lashes out at his fucking chat or something, man. I mean, it's unbelievable. These pre-built companies aren't exactly known for a great quality. I'm fortunate so far. Mine's is a Lenovo computer, as I said, and I've not tried to like stress test it or anything, but it does what I want it to do. So I'll accept that, yeah. But I just wanted to pause it to give people a chance to rant and vent, and me as well. I just need to get my head around this guy's. I just cannot believe it at times. I really can't. You'd think it wouldn't shock you by now, but the sheer just incompetence of the man, it's just incredible. This is his job. That's the funny thing about it. We should be laughing, but it's incredible that someone can be this inept at what is their job. This is his livelihood. He needs to make sure he knows how to do this. You'd think somebody would make the effort to learn their fucking business. But he doesn't. And he won't. It's up to his chat. It's not up to him.
Imagine that. Imagine if I dropped $3,000 on a PC and all the gameplay looked great. It was all 1080p 60 frames, and I'm still using this webcam, and I'm still got the same shitty lighting, and everything looks exactly the same otherwise. That'd be pretty embarrassing, I think. Right? Mikhail says a good quality camera could last for decades. There's no reason to skimp and get a crappy webcam. What am I thinking of doing with a green screen? Well, here's the thing. First of all, if I'm doing a podcast every day, there might be situations where a green screen would be useful. I could say, hey, we got a news story. I changed the background to the news story I'm talking about, right? That could be kind of good, silly. when I'm doing certain games. Absolutely, I have issues where certain games, my face cam is a little intrusive. So I'm sure there might be games where setting up the green screen are more beneficial so that you see less of me and more of the game, right? I can put the green screen right behind me here. I mean, I have to move stuff around a little bit, I feel. But I'm sure I could probably get a green screen to stand behind me. And then that way I kind of cut myself out of the, you know? So there you go. That's what I'm thinking. So it sounds to me like you guys are of the opinion that the whole webcam deal doesn't make sense. That I should definitely get a dedicated camera. And you know, that's what I was leaning towards. I absolutely was leaning towards that. Greg says, good thing you downloaded straight. PSN's down right now. It is not. For me, it is not. PSN is up. I think some people are saying it is down for people. It's not down for me. It's up. I'm connected. I didn't get a pop-up that said, oh, you were disconnected. It's working for me. So, it might be a regional thing. Okay. All right. So that solves that problem. All right. Now we know, but the question is we got to look at cameras and try to figure out. And I'm sure what will happen now is, now that I've mentioned this, some people will go out there and start looking for cameras, like what do the other streamers use or whatever, and start giving me recommendations. I love that. Okay. Okay. The other thing is lighting. I have absolutely no clue what people are using for lighting these days. As you can see, here's my setup. My setup is not what everyone else does. Okay, and my setup here, as you can see, the problem is with my setup, there is absolutely no way for me to stop sunlight from coming through my front of my home here. I would literally have to like completely redesign my window to block the sun. The way it works, my air conditioner's right there. Okay, I have blinds. The blinds don't really stop the light. I'm going to show you what I mean. You ready? I'm going to turn off my lamp and I'm going to show you what it looks like in here. Ready? So this is what it looks like in here with no lights on during the daytime. There is no way for me to make it any darker. So when you see these other streamers, they're sitting in these insanely dark rooms with that ring light that they probably put on their face to highlight their face, right? I can't do that. There's always light in my room as long as the sun is out. Even the blinds completely blocking the window, there's still sun coming through because the sun always beats on that wall during the day, all right?
If only there was such a product, you know, that kind of managed to block out light. I mean, I'm thinking, I mean, like something like blackout curtains or something. Imagine if something like that existed. Imagine if there's such a product such as curtains that would exist so you could block out the fucking light shining through, or a fucking blind or something. An actual one big blind. Is this him sitting right now with his blinds closed, I bet? This is definitely blinds closed we're looking at right now. It looks so fucking miserable in the darkness in his room. Just get some blackout curtains. Like, just, it's a worthwhile business expense. If you want to fucking make your room darker so you can get better lighting as well involved in it, then get some blackout curtains. You don't fucking need that window anyway, other than to like the aircon. Isn't it connected to the aircon thing though? So it might be problematic keeping the room completely dark if that fucking big tube's in the way for the aircon of his. Like, I don't know, I'm just thinking. But it's an easy solution. It's an easy solution. There's blackout curtains. Install a rail if you have to ask someone else to install the rail before you get Cat to do it. Make her fucking useful for once. Get Cat to install the curtain rail or some pish. And get her to hang them up. We can get Jasper to help you as well. God, I don't know. It's just, the guy is incapable. If somebody will probably mention blackout curtains to him in chat, and he'll probably give out some dumb reason why that cannot be possible.
The only solution would be buy blackout blinds. I would have to buy custom.
How the fuck? I mean, I generally, as soon as I paused, the ears would be fucking, how the... I didn't even fucking know how that managed to do that, but okay, as soon as I said it, he's like, I'm going to say that as well.
All right. The only solution would be buy blackout blinds. I would have to buy custom formed blackout blinds to fit that window. I'm not kidding you. Blackout blinds, to make them fit that window, would cost upwards of over $500. I know, because when I moved here, I looked into it. Those blinds I have on that window now cost over $200. They're insanely fucking overpriced for no good reason. There's literally no reason for them to be that expensive besides profit. People get ripped the fuck off with this stuff all the time. Okay? So by the way, I'm actually curious if I do this. Hold on a second. I'm going to try something. What if I turn on white balance? Ah, look at that. So when I turn on auto white balance, and now this is what I look like now. Still, it's kind of dark. You can tell. I still a little dark.
It's actually not that fucking different, to be honest. It's obviously it's a bit darker, but it's for the most part, it's not fucking far off, is it? From how he fucking normally looks anyway, with the fucking lights off or lights on.
But again, there's still light in here. So most people who do this for a living, I know for a fact they're in a room with no windows, and they're in there and it's completely black when they want it to be, and then they could basically have a ring light on their face while they're doing it, and then you know what I mean? I can't do that. I don't have the ability to do that. My home doesn't even have, I don't even have a room in my house besides a bathroom that doesn't have a window. Every room in my house has windows. So it is what it is. It's the limitations of what I have living here, okay? So I guess the question is, what do I do? What's the solution here? So right now, just so you guys know, what do I do for lighting? I have a really inexpensive, almost college dorm style lamp over there. I've had that lamp since I lived in Connecticut. That was the same lamp I lived for lighting in Connecticut. I had 2 lamps in Connecticut, that one and another one. The other one broke. So I have this one here, and all I do is I turn it on like level 2. I'll go turn it on for you again now. So that's what it looks like when I turn it on level 2. You see, it's pretty bright. It looks good, right? Looks pretty good with those lights on. But as you can see, this looks nothing like most streamers. It just doesn't. It's a completely different setup because of my limitations. First of all, I'm not sitting at a desk like most streamers. Most streamers are sitting right in front of a PC desk, like they're on PC at an office all day. I don't want to do that. I like having an open area where I have stuff around me I can access. I've got my laptop here, my microphone here, the webcam here, my little soundbox recorder here, my mouse that controls the PC. My PC is to my left. I got drinks and things. My phone is here. To my right, we got the keyboard to update the leaderboard. We got my headphones, the controllers to control the air conditioner, to control the TV and everything. I like this. This is like a workstation. This is like, I feel like, I told you guys a year ago when I got this chair, I feel like I'm the captain of the Starship Enterprise sometimes. Like sitting here and like, okay, let's go. And you go here and I talk to you guys here and I interact with you here and I go here. It's nice.
I completely forgot this motherfucker didn't have a desk. He literally sits in front of a tripod, an actual camera on a tripod, I think. That's what's right in front of him. It's not just a webcam. I keep forgetting that he's not even got a fucking desk in front of him because you get used to thinking that. You know, he's a wee dumbass desk in front of him. I don't know, man. How is he going to fucking mimic anyone's setup then when he's got a completely unique setup than most other people that do this?
Money, money, yeah. Money, money, oh, money, money, yeah. Money, money.
Thank you very much, BlackMage66 for the super chat. Now he's saying now he's asking the dents to be detractors and saying pretty much. Yeah, pretty much.
Money, money, yeah. Money, money, oh, money, money, yeah. Money, money.
Thank you very much, Barrett Wells for super chat. It says, poor Phil, the swiveling was grinding his spine to dust, needed a gaming chair to alleviate his back. Yeah, he's got that never-ending back injury that was cured by the Seattle Air. The miracle of Seattle Air. I still think it's an incredible story. Some people still forget one of the big reasons why he moved to Seattle in the first place. When he was with Liana, right, he kept talking about how he's going to need surgery, right? The reason why he said he had to move was because he needed back surgery for his debilitating back injury, and Liana could not move in with him in Connecticut because it was too small for the two of them, because he had a bunch of gaming statues, not sure, it was a bit fucking too small for him with all that shit around the fucking house. So he said the big reason for moving away from there and somewhere else was that fucking Liana could help him recuperate and nurse him back to full health when he gets the back surgery. This was legitimately one of the reasons he gave for moving. And as soon as he moved to fucking Seattle and got settled in there, it's like, oh, my back's fine. My back's feeling better. The Seattle there cured my back. A lot of people forget that kind of shit, man, but this is the kind of person Phil is. You fucking guilt trip people into thinking, I really need to help, whatever, I need to get out here, I need to get surgery for my back, you know, and not shit, and you know, I love Liana, and we want to move in together, and not shit, but this place is too small. He's been for years and years and years, he's been guilt tripping his fans into paying for him to fucking do what he wants, and then he won't follow through on the things he apparently needs, like fucking surgery, not shit for his fucking spine. It's crazy, man. Crazy, man. But thank you very much, Blackmage66 and Barrett Wills for super chats, much appreciated. And yeah, it's just fucking Phil Bean Phil, classic Phil. Like, let's play on.
Really is, like, I don't like, I'll be honest, I don't like how every streamer and every content creator tries to do exactly the same fucking setup. I think it's lame that they all try to look identical. They all have the dark background, some neon lights or lighting in the background, right? Some of them have the capability to have like a screen or something behind them. They all...
Most people have a fucking same kind of setup because it's what works the best. You don't mess with a broken formula, for God's sake, you know. If the most successful streamers are pretty much doing the same kind of shit in terms of setup, it's probably because they're doing the right thing in general. I don't know, man. I just don't know, man. This guy, he wants to be different and, you know, not like the other people and against the norm. No, actually, he's different, alright, but not in the way he wants to be. 10 minutes ago, what cameras do other streamers use? Exactly, Hawksburgers. He was begging his fucking chat to tell him what the other streamers do, all the other content creators, and now he said he doesn't want to be like them. He wants their fucking success, he wants their fucking money, he wants that kind of equipment, but he doesn't want to be like them. No. God, fucking no, he couldn't be like them. I don't know, Phil is a shill, but he's no shill to corporations, he's a fucking shill to his fans. Ryder Trident says he hates on other streamer setups only to ask what they actually have in a setup later. Exactly, Ryder Shunden, exactly. Ah, hell. Sticky Man, yeah, he has an awful question. See, Sticky Man says, does anyone know where to find DSP's Elden Ring build? But he's asking as he can't believe he beat Elden Ring after DSP's terrible body in SMB2. I'm not entirely sure what the build was, Sticky Man. I'd recommend maybe Kiwi Farms. Search on Kiwi Farms. You might find your answer there, but I can't mind off the top of my head, sorry. But yeah, right, let's play on. We've still got plenty of catch. We are behind by like 10 minutes, so let's play 1.5 speed and try and catch up.
All use exactly the same ring light, so it highlights their face or whatever, right? They all have almost the identical look. And it's like, I get it, like you guys think that it's professional, but you all look the same. How do you not want to stand out? You know what I mean? I don't understand that. They all want to look identical. Okay. Matt on Wheels says, so he's looking at Maximilian Dude setup. In 2020, he was using a Sony A7 III camera with a Sony crazy lens. Yeah. See, he's using a crazy... the funny part is, he's using a fucking Sony. That's what I used to use all the time. Sony camera is the camera I used to record my footage. It was the same camera I used to go to conventions and things and vlog. Sony cameras are great. They are. Now, I'm assuming his does pass through so he can capture to his PC. That's interesting. That's very interesting. Okay. So I guess the question is, what would you guys like to see? All right. What would you guys like to see once I upgrade the set? I'm going to upgrade the PC. I want to get a better quality camera. But do you want to see improvements to the setup? How do you feel the lighting? Should I get better lighting? Professional studio lighting? I think what they do for professional lighting is they get those lights that have the covers. You know, if you're an actual filming studio, the light will have a cover. So that way it's not the light bulb shining right in your face, but the light still passes through. Oh, excuse me. Yeah. I just have to think about it or look into it, right? Now, what's funny is some people are saying don't get a green screen. And you know what? I'll be honest with you guys. I'm okay with that. I'm totally okay with not doing green screen. Because I've always told you guys I didn't think green screen added much. People were always fighting with me over the years to get a green screen. Everyone else does it. And I was like, so what exactly is the benefit of green screen? And people would be like, oh, well, every once in a while there's a game where there's not a good place to put the face cam. So the green screen minimizes the size of the face cam. So that's good for those games. I was like, okay, so maybe one in every 3, 4, 5 games there's a bad situation where there's nowhere for face cam. I've not had green screen. Have I ever had this issue? Maybe once in a blue moon. It's not a concern. It really isn't a concern. What it is someone did it at one point. Someone thought it looked cool, and then everyone else jumped on the fucking green screen bandwagon. But when you ask, well, what does it actually add? No one has answers. What does it actually add at all? Nothing. Again, I would still be okay with having it, and we could find a way to viably do it, okay? But, you know, I like my current setup. I like the uniqueness of having things behind me that are meaningful to me, like having Mega Man and Ryu, having the current consoles I'm playing, the headphones I'm using, having characters from games like Casey Jones from the Ninja Turtles I just played, the bobblehead guy from Fallout, who somehow got turned around there. You know, we got Connor from Assassin's Creed 3 to try and celebrate Independence Day. I like having this stuff. It's neat. And like I actually said, I will actually have more stuff once I clean out my closet. I know for a fact there's more stuff in there that we could probably implement as part of the setup. And I'd be down to do that to improve the setup. I want to improve things, you know? If you guys like how this looks, then I don't see the reason to really change it that much. No, I don't want to buy a bunch of neon lights and put them behind me like I'm a fucking 15-year-old showing off with lights in a room, a gamer room or something. I don't want to pretend like, oh, I had a midlife crisis and I need to change up what I do. I like what I do, you know? I just find it hilarious that literally they don't try to diversify themselves. They say, oh, well, here's a bunch of other people who are popular, so I'm just going to copy exactly what they do, and then literally everyone ends up looking exactly the same and doing the same shit as well. Keep in mind, look how many
Money, yeah, yeah. Money, money. Oh, money, money. Yeah, yeah. Money, money.
Thank you very much, Prophet, for a super chat. He says, well, I hope these simps like to follow the cult leader through the personal bankruptcy. This is way more than $3,000 now. Jesus Christ, is it really, man? Is it really more than $3,000 now? Jesus fucking Christ. This is what I'm saying, that now we're getting into really salty, toxic territory, Phil, where he's talking like, he doesn't like these kids, they've got the nice little neon and all that shit, and he's really getting into some random, bitter, salty territory now, how these successful other YouTubers are doing well for themselves, and they look good and have a good setup, and they have better shit than him. It's basically because they've got better things than him, they've got a better setup than him, they've got a bigger audience than him, and they can basically do this better than he can, even though he's been doing it for far longer. There's kids out there that can do this better than Phil is, and he's been doing this for what, 14 years, this content creation shit, and there's kids out there that have been doing it for like a month, 2 months, and they're better at this than Phil has ever been. This is how fucking out of touch Phil is. This is how much of a fucking dinosaur this fucking pig is in the fucking YouTube game. No fucking wonder he didn't fucking grow like he fucking wanted to. Because he fucking dug his heels into the ground. He was obstinate. And he was like, I'm not going to fucking be like these other guys. I'm not going to adapt and all that shit. I'm going to do what I fucking want. Oh, for fuck's sake, man. I just don't get it with this fucking clown. I really don't. I really don't fucking get it, man.
Money, money, yeah, yeah.
Another one.
Money, money. Oh, money, money, yeah, yeah. Money, money.
Thank you, BlackMain666, for the super chat. It says, I don't need to show off what's behind him. Exactly. And keep in mind, he put that shit behind him because Keemstar got in his fucking head. Keemstar is solely responsible for the shitness behind Phil, for the level 1 comments originally before, and then when the 50k podcasting fell through, the Level 1 podcast suddenly was the name of the show rather than fucking the pre-stream podcast. Keemstar has single-handedly done more for Phil's content than Phil has himself, essentially, because it's thanks to Keemstar, he's made Phil try to change. Keemstar is there rent-free, and I said it doesn't need to be rent-free. Keemstar can afford to pay rent, but it's rent-free in Phil's head, and fucking Phil just knows that every time Keem went after him twice, and twice Phil made significant changes on his stream. The first time he put a bunch of shit behind him, all those fucking empty console boxes and all that shit, to try and fucking show off. I was like, I'm a little, you know, I'm such a kid with all these nice toys, look at these nice toys I've got to play with behind me. And then the second time he's like, I'm going to rename the fucking show to the Level 1. I'm Level 1 now, I guess I'm Level 1. The podcast is called the Level 1 Podcast. The pre-stream podcast was just a placeholder. Honestly, guys, even though I asked for intros and begged for intros and all that shit, and took it super seriously, and all that shit, it was only a fucking placeholder name, even though it never was a fucking placeholder name, until he decided to fucking change it, just because. He changed it, and I was not prepared to change it. Didn't have a fucking backup intro, didn't ask any of his fucking fans that made intros before to make him a new intro for a Level 1 podcast. No, apparently it was a planned thing all along, even though he has zero fucking preparation for the new fucking name. Even look at, I'm going to go full screen now. I'm going to go full screen because I need to fucking point this out. You see at the very top of the screen here, look at the very top of the fucking screen where it says Level 1 Podcast, right? Notice the space between the and level, right? It's normal. The and level is the normal space in between. Same with level and 1. Now look at the space in between podcast and 1. There's 2 spaces. As dumb as it sounds, I notice these kind of wee things. He doesn't even have the right kind of like punctuation and all that shit, and he's like got an extra space in this kind of shit here. There's a big massive gap. There's a chasm here between 1 and podcast. It doesn't, as I'm saying, every single one of his podcasts he's done since he's renamed it Level 1 Podcast, it's had this big massive gap of an extra space here, and he's not bothered to fix the fucking thing. This is incredible. It's a stupid thing to notice, but it's a fucking thing I notice. It's like, why just fix it? Just one little delete and, you know, fucking fix that shit. But no, he's just going to keep that shit broken and flawed, just like Phil is in general, as a person, as a content creator. Ugh, man, I don't know. Right, back to the fucking bingo. We're way behind.
People, oh, one game's popular, all of a sudden everyone's playing the same game. Even though, what happened? You were playing it 2 days ago and you never even talked about it. Because they all jump on each other's bandwagons and try to copy each other to make money. So, alright, so what you guys are essentially telling me today, I need a dedicated camera, for sure. I just got to figure out what would be a good one. Alright? You're telling me essentially you really don't care about the green screen. It's not a concern at this point. And you're also saying to try to stay true to myself with my backgrounds and stuff, but I should probably try to improve my lighting. I definitely try to look into better lighting. I think that the lighting in here is shitty. You know, if I could get some kind of a better setup with lighting, maybe get 1 or 2 dedicated lights over here and turn them both on. So now instead of just one direct source of light, I'll have 2. So it'll probably eliminate some shadow and shit behind me. And like I said, perhaps get those lights that have the covers to them, so that rather than the light bulb being just exposed, it blocks out that shininess and it wouldn't blind me, but it still adds the ambient light overall to the room. I'll probably look into something like that, okay? Oh yeah? Impoverished Baxter Investor says, I watched how to set up a real green screen. You end up having to set up a bunch of lights to eliminate it properly, and it puts off a lot of heat. Well, that's the thing. A true green screen, to make it look good, you have to have it so that the lights are positioned so there's not a ton of shadow behind you. If there's shadow behind you, it doesn't work. It glitches out, doesn't look right. It looks all buggy and fucked up. So I would have to find a way to find a smooth green screen behind me, right? That doesn't interfere with the stuff behind me as is here. But I think it would be a lot of work and a lot of trouble. And for something I don't know if I would even use it that much. Yeah, I don't know. Okay. Light diffusers, that's what it's actually called. It's called a light diffuser. Something that you put in front of the light so it's not just a light bulb shining on you, but the light still goes through it, fills the room, but that way it doesn't have that glare. And okay, light diffuser. Cool. Interesting. Jabor said, yeah, I think if you just get a better camera, your setup will look great. There's no need to get a green screen or even lighting. I do think I need better lighting. This is a shitty college lamp. I've been using this lamp for 10 years. This thing is a piece of garbage, man. I would love to have something more professional. So at least I have more control over it. You know what I mean? Like, that thing is really unprofessional. It just is. Because likely what I would do is I would get two tripod lights and put one right over here and one right there and have them be a little bit higher up and kind of going down in an arc towards me. That's what I'm thinking. Okay. Well, Expand Dong is for the green screen. He's literally the one person who says he wants the green screen. Okay. The only other things really to talk about when it comes to building this PC would really be the power supply. But from what I'm going to understand, the power supply will really be dictated by what I buy to put in the PC. So depending on, you know, the components that I'm buying, the capture card, the video card, the CPU, all that is going to drive how much power I need. And I'm thinking more is better, right? Like having a bigger power supply would be better than having a slimmer one. I don't know exactly how it works these days, but I'm thinking, you know, it's always better to have more than less. So I probably want to get a bigger power supply for the PC, right? That's what I'm thinking. Again, I don't know much about it. How will I cool my room because it's going to get hot? You mean like how I do right now with an air conditioner? And a fan? That's what I'll do. Same thing I always do. Right? I mean, I think we're pretty... Like, the room, as long as I have the air conditioning on, is always cool.
Hold on a second. Has he got an aircon and a fan in the room? Does he actually have 2 separate fucking things in the room to try and keep cool? It's not just the aircon. He actually has a fucking fan as well as the aircon going in that room. Are you fucking serious? It's a small ass fucking room and he needs 2 separate fucking sources to cool down. I don't fucking get that. What the fuck is wrong with that? How much fucking heat's been generated in that fucking room? No wonder fucking Jasper doesn't want to fucking stay in there. He's fucking cooking in there. Seattle doesn't get that hot, exactly. Seattle's fucking known for rain more than anything else. At least from my fucking history of watching Frasier. Oh hell, man. I can't believe this guy. I cannot believe this fucking guy. I'm trying not to rant as much. We are way behind, guys. It's because I keep fucking ranting. We're 14 minutes behind live.
So I don't think there's a problem there. The only other thing is, I guess, cooling for the PC, because there seems to be some argument about that. The argument is, should I just use standard air cooling with a bunch of good fans? Should I get a water or liquid cooling system? I don't know how they work in the modern day at all, so I couldn't answer the question. I don't know how it goes. I don't even know what I have now. I have absolutely no idea what the cooling is inside of the PC I have right now. I know there's a bunch of fans on it, but I don't know if there's anything else inside. I have no idea. Air cooling is cheaper, works better, and lasts longer in general. A liquid cooling setup runs a water loop to outside the house to cool it down. I'm not doing that. That's the dumbest thing I've ever heard. Yes, have water coming in from outside your house to cool your PC. What the fuck are you doing on the PC? Are you rendering the next Avatar movie on there or something? Yes. That might be a good suggestion. Big Meat says, what about getting an air purifier? Because it's true, when you have a room with a lot of electronics, dust does tend to build up. And maybe an air purifier could suck in a lot of that dust. The air conditioner does to some extent, but it doesn't do a great job. When I clean the filter out, it's absolutely disgusting. Every time I clean the filter in that air conditioner, it's like, oh my god, it got so much dust. But there's probably way more that's not catching. Jabor says literally the only benefit of liquid cooling is it looks nicer and it's quieter. That's it. Dust is the silent killer of electronics. Funny enough, I know for a fact this room must be full of dust, and I've never had an electronic die as a result of it. You always hear horror stories. Oh, my console died, and I opened it up, it was full of dust. Or, oh, my PC died. I've had this PC for 8 years, all right? I have never opened the PC. Not once have I opened that PC sitting right there.
And now it's got problems. I mean, I fucking checked to think, why has it got problems? Maybe I should fucking blow off the dust that's been gathering there for 8 fucking years, Phil. I can't, it just I mean, why the fuck would you ever get this guy anything expensive when you know he's going to fucking shit all over it, man? If I was gifted anything expensive, man, like this guy's been gifted televisions, like big HD televisions. Like, at least Phil claims he got gifted the television and claims he got gifted the Xbox, like Elite that he plays and all that shit. And he claims he got gifted other things as well. A lot of these electronics and all that shit he claims got gifted to him. Now, if I got fucking gifted these, I'd fucking take good fucking care of those fucking gifts. I'd be like, yeah, I'm making sure it's in good nick or whatever, you know. It's like, if someone was kind enough to give me that shit, of course I'm gonna fucking make sure I look after that fucking shit. Not gonna just fucking let it gather dust and fucking neglect the shit out of it like he does to everything. It's just incredible. Whether it comes to relationships or fucking technology, Phil just neglects the absolute fuck out of it until it wears down and dies.
I've never looked on the inside of it. It's always been closed since I got it. So I've never cleaned it out for dust, and it's been working for 8 straight years with no problems. There's carpet in my office, but I have the PC sitting on a very thick piece of cardboard. So you do not want to have your PC sitting flat on a carpet. I know that, I'm not stupid. It's sitting on a very thick piece of cardboard, so it stays off the carpet, and it has air circulation under it to cool. I didn't say it has no dust. It probably does have tons of dust in it, but the dust has never affected it. The PC, that is. Yeah, I probably won't be getting water cooling. Probably not. I'm probably just going to get like a bunch of big fans to cool it. I don't want to deal with it. Especially if it adds more factors into failure rate and shit. I don't want to be dealing with that shit. Okay. Well, guys, I think it's time, by the way, because I turned on the light adjustment. You saw it look pink again. This is what happens when I turn on the camera adjustment. So I'm going to turn that off now. That's the white balance adjustment, by the way. We got 1 shout out to do. I take that back. We have 3 shout outs to do. And then we're going to get to a few questions for Q&A. Okay? Okay, so Monstar, our first super chatter of the day. Thank you very much. They say, Phil, since you're a cat family, will your wife play Stray? I don't know. I talked to her about it, and she just got PlayStation Plus, and it's on there. So I think what will happen is if she sees me play it and it looks good, she'll probably get it. But I don't know if she's going to want to play it herself. She might not buy it. I don't know. Mandatory contribution to the super chat saying, how is your work treating but not seriously? Here we go again. How about this? I don't care. I'm not going to talk to you, but I'm going to say thank you for the super chat. How about that? I don't even need to bother addressing your nonsense. No one cares. And I mean this too, like literally, no one gives a fuck about the...
Man, that is so much salt for that. He just has no fucking justification for it. He has no fucking justification for it at all. He has no fucking answer for that. It's a perfectly fucking valid point. And he's like, no, he's oh, fucking, he's got no time to fucking play the game legitimately. He has to save state because he's a fucking busy streamer and not shit. And he has to stream all day, every day, and he has no fucking time to fucking play the game legitimately. All that garbage fucking nonsense. What was the question? We couldn't hear because of the air horn. I'll rewind for you guys, I'll rewind. Was it which question was it? Was it the first one or was it this one?
Yeah, I probably won't be getting with it. Especially if it adds by the way, because I turned on the way. We got 1 shout out to do. I take that back. We have 3 shout outs to do. And then we're gonna get to a few questions for Q&A. Okay? Okay, so Monstar, our first super chatter of the day. Thank you very much. They say, Phil, since you're a cat family, will your wife play Stray? I don't know. I talked to her about it, and she just got PlayStation Plus, and it's on there. So I think what will happen is if she sees me play it and it looks good, she'll probably get it. But I don't know if she's going to want to play it herself or not. Especially if it's only a few hours long. She might not bother with it. I don't know. Mandatory contribution to the super chat saying, how is warp cheating but not save states? Here we go again. How about this? I don't care. I'm not going to talk to you. But I'm going to say thank you for the super chat. How about that? I don't even need to bother addressing your nonsense. No one cares. And I mean this too, like literally, no one gives a fuck about the argument that I didn't warp in Mario 2, but I used save states to win. Everyone enjoyed the playthrough but you. So you can go fuck off. Thanks for the super chat. Tybalt, Timmy, $4.20. Says you really don't need 4K for face cam to get rid of pixels. No one looks good in one unless they have studio quality lighting. I get the frustration with stuff not working, but you're basically brute forcing with cache and going so crazy overkill. I don't know what you're talking about. I literally, Tibble, have no idea what you're talking about. Did I say that I needed a 4K quality camera? No, I didn't. I'm not going to have it 4K. I will not have a 4K resolution camera running. If I get a camera, it's going to be probably 1080p at tops. It's not going to be 4K. What I said is I want a camera with a big lens. And how do you do that? Get a real camera, not a webcam with a tiny little lens. I'm not kidding. This is the size of the lens.
I mean, it's obviously fucking bigger in that sense. We could still fucking see what the fuck, he was trying to block. Okay, I mean, which person told Phil that bigger is better? Which person is responsible for that? And why does he fucking feel the need to have everything else in his life be bigger because what he has himself isn't that big? Who told him that bigger is better? Yeah, that's a clip-worthy frame, actually, yeah, that's... Jesus Christ, man. I'm very tempted just to fill... 2 seconds, guys. I'm going to full screen this and just fucking take a wee print screen and give this fucking... Oh my god. Hang on, I'm taking a picture of this. I don't care, I'm taking a fucking picture. 2 seconds, guys. I'm going to derail the stream so I can just take a picture of this fucking idiot doing his wee pose. Hang on, 2 seconds, I'm almost done. There we go. Let me see, I'm just saving this picture, man. Oh, Darcy's fucking saved us. 2 seconds, guys, I'm fucking saving this picture. I'll share it on in the stream in a little bit. Oh, for fuck's sake, man. I'll just save it as there or something. Jesus Christ. Okay, I've saved it. Right, let's go back to the plane. We're fucking miles behind. But, right, okay.
Smaller, literally the lens on that camera that I'm using right now is smaller than my pupils. It's tiny, it's itty bitty. So how are you supposed to get good quality out of that? You're not going to. You need to have a big lens. The bigger the lens, the better the quality of the image. It's that simple. I know that from...
Sorry, Prophet, I've seen your messenger. Prophet says he is confused between the lens and the iris of the camera. Iris does all the brute force work, while the lens just handles them. Well, there you go. Isn't it typical of Phil to fucking talk about something like he's an expert in a subject when he's clearly not? And yet he berates people all the time for pretending to be a fucking expert on subjects, and they come into his chat, and they'll, even without fucking acknowledging what their expertise is, he'll just claim they're wrong, and they don't know what they're fucking talking about, and he'll ban them. These people could be fucking, the absolute authority on these things, but if it's against Phil's own kind of narrative and liking, he'll just claim it's all wrong and ban them, and they won't have a fucking chance to retort.
From the mid-2000s when I used to sell cameras at Circuit City. So I definitely think a camera makes sense. It doesn't have to be 4K, but the thing is, any camera I buy today is going to be 4K. That's just the standard now. Televisions are 4K, cameras and everything, video, visual is 4K. So there you go. Impoverished Baxter says, "You're right. A full-frame DSLR camera looks better at 720p than a 4K webcam does." I would actually believe that. I would actually believe that. So and you know what? Big Beach is kind of selling me on an air purifier now. Because he's basically like, yeah, the air purifier is going to totally help you out. Your office is going to be, less dust. And I hear you because I feel it all the time. It's very stuffy in here, very dusty. So yeah, what I might do, I get a new PC, a new camera, and a little bit of better lighting. That shouldn't be too expensive. Maybe like 2 tripod lights here with some light diffusers and an air purifier. Skip the green screen shit. That's not a big deal. You guys don't seem to care about it. Yeah. This sounded like we're finally solidifying what I'm looking for at this point. It is. It sounded like we're finally nailing it down to what we're going to need. I like this. I like that we did this over the course of this week, seriously, because imagine if every podcast today we combined into one show and the show was like 4 or 5 hours long. People would lose their minds and be like, this sucks, right? But because we did it little by little every day, right? Yeah. Jabor said, I love my air purifier. You should get one that's a fan. It helps with the room and keeps the air clean. Does a fan count as an air purifier? No, but there are air purifiers that double as fans. Okay. Choco Bogo tipped me $1.50. I recently got an Oculus Quest 2 for Resident Evil 4 VR. I just found out about YouTube VR and I can watch your streams. I don't know what this means, but some people are saying, I guess, that YouTube has enabled a feature to do streaming in VR, but I don't have to do anything. It's just enabled. If you have a VR device, you can now watch anything on YouTube via VR. I don't know how the hell that's going to work. I have absolutely no idea how that would work. Expand Donks, I think the era of $60 games is over. Outside of big releases, can you even count on your hand how many $60 games you bought this year? Do you think most gamers are like you? I think a lot of people will be getting these subscription services and playing games based off of that. I do. I think more people are going to be a lot more reserved when they're buying a full price game. I do feel that. Yes. Mr. Papavera says, I use an air purifier. It's great. I have to clean it once a week and a bulb, and I have to replace once a year, but it makes a difference. Excuse me. Okay. Okay, how about this? Let's do just a few minutes of Q&A. We'll do some open Q&A. Just tag me in the chat, ask me a question, and we'll go from there, okay? Cool. Will Jasper be in the room when I play straight? I just explained when we boot the game up for the intro, I'd like to have him in here, but I don't think he's going to want to stay in here because I have to close the door, and he's going to be stir crazy and probably pull out the door and want to leave. So as we boot the game up, I'll get him in, but I don't think it's going to last more than just a couple minutes. He'll probably want to get out of here. I hope to make another South Park game, sure, but I don't want it to be a turn-based RPG this time. We had enough of that. We had 2 of them. I think they got to do something different. What's up, Jade? Good to see you here today. What was for breakfast? Just one of the microwave burritos that we do. Microwave burrito with a hot coffee. Nothing special. Favorite cat, Garfield, Tom, or Sylvester? Probably Sylvester. I love the Looney Tunes. What's up, Kagome? Daki, I'm glad. You should be jogging, and it sounds good that you're doing that. Chocobogo to me another $1.50 says, in the YouTube VR, put you in an empty room with a big screen in front of you. You can. Daki, I'm glad. You should be jogging, and it sounds good that you're doing that. Chocobogo to me another $1.50 says, in the YouTube VR, put you in an empty room with a big screen in front of you. You can. Chocobogo to me another $1.50 says, in the YouTube VR, put you in an empty room with a big screen in front of you. You can adjust the screen however you want, like if you're sitting in a theater or if you're laying down in your bed. So far, it actually looks all right. That's weird. Watching me on a giant virtual theater screen. Let's see how this looks on your screen. Yes, take that. Okay. Suddenly VR's turned into a horror movie. Okay. If I had a special power, what would it be? It would be the ability to on the fly scare people. Okay. There you go. I always forget I have that. You know, I was going to use that playing the Quarry and I completely forgot I had it. 100% totally forgot that I had it. And then I was remembering recently, oh shit, I totally should have used that during the Quarry. Shit. Okay. That was scary? Oh, I agree. That's terrifying shit, man. That's total nightmare fuel. What would I be doing if I were not a professional full-time streamer? I would be a grave digger. I'd be digging graves, for sure. There you go. No, I never played Lunar Silver Star Story. Okay. Mango, please stop spamming. There's no fundraiser or anything yet. What are you don't even know what you're talking about. You're being stupid. Would I scare the people first before digging their graves? Yes, I would show them this. Hold on. I would show them this. They would immediately go, oh, my heart. And as they're falling back, I dig the grave under them. They fall right into their grave, and I toss the dirt right on top. There you go. Reducing the surplus population like Ebenezer Scrooge, right? There you go, man. That's how it's done. Carlton Jr. said, when you first got your business degree, what did you picture yourself doing for a career? I thought I would be working at some kind of a bank or with investments. I mean, I went for finance. That's what I went to school for. All that shit. And then literally no one would hire me. I applied to probably like 40 jobs that I could find. Banks, investment firms, all kinds of stuff. And literally the response every time was, well, you have no experience, so we can't take you. They wanted you to have experience out of college. How? If you won't hire me out of college, how could I have the experience to get the job? The truth is, it was bullshit. That whole industry is an insider industry. They take people who they like, or the sons and daughters of their friends who already are employed at the place. It's all fucking elitist shit. It's a whole industry of bullshit. Or whose balls did you suck when you were in college, right? Did you do an unpaid internship for a big company and you did it for 2 years and then they hire you after? How the fuck did you do an unpaid internship? Didn't you have to work a job to pay your bills? Oh, well, I was already rich to begin with. I didn't have any bills to worry about. Oh, so that's how you got into the industry. So, yeah, it's literally a scam. It's literally a scam. You go to school for 4 years and you try to get a fucking job in your industry, you can't, because it's all fucking bullshit. All this, I don't want to talk about this now. I get too upset when I talk about it. All right. I'm getting too upset. Listen, the good news is, with all the shit that I went through in my younger life, all the 8 years of my life I wasted in high school and college trying to get this high-end education, even though it amounted to nothing, today I have a job that I absolutely love and I get to do what I have a passion for a living. So I had a happy ending. Most people don't. In the United States, most people go to school for all that time, then literally get out and have nothing. Just debt. Student loan debt. That's it. They're fucked. I got lucky. So I don't want to sit here and rant on it. I feel it's unfair for me to rant and rave about that shit when I actually ended up in a good position while a lot of people don't. So I'm not going to bother with that. Okay. How did I get started as a streamer? Actually, the streaming portion of what I do was just something people wanted for a long time, and I was very resistant to doing it. And then when I started doing direct capture in 2013, it was just like almost little to no extra work to set up the streams. Because I was already having to use capture software and capture devices to do the direct capture. So, okay, log into one of these services, set up the stream, which takes 10 minutes, and then just have it run. It was basically fan service. I never cared about my streams. I'm being honest. I really did not care about my streams until 2017. I streamed all the way from the year of 2013 through 2017, pretending like the stream wasn't on. I ignored the audience. I didn't give a shit. It was like, I'm making a video for YouTube, so I'm going to talk to myself and do commentary while I play this game. And I ignored my audience. Then in 2017, everything changed with the YouTube adpocalypse, and I realized I need to basically try to diversify my stuff and change it up. So I became an interactive streamer then, like I'm doing right now, talking with you guys and chilling, and everything changed for the better. Seriously. All my content, everything changed completely for the better. And it was the best decision I ever made. So, all right, we got time for one more question. I've never seen Bill Murray's Garfield, by the way. Stray is not on Game Pass. Stray is on PlayStation Plus. It's a PlayStation only and PC only game, I believe. No, Stray is not on Game Pass. Stray, it's Sony game. Yeah. You think there's anything someone could have said to you that would have convinced you to become an interactive streamer earlier? See, here's the problem: is that I was just so fucking stubborn. I was so stubborn, and I didn't want to listen to anyone's input. I didn't want to. This is how bad I was back then. And today, I will openly admit it. I would make fun of people who were interactive streamers. I would say, "Oh, that person has to stop the gameplay they're doing to do a shout out to a fan." I didn't understand the value in that, and I really didn't understand that was a nice thing to do to show how grateful you are for the support of your fan base. You know what I'm saying? As someone who, for the longest time, was only reliant on YouTube ad revenue, my supporters were always there in droves, but it was kind of it was silent support, meaning they would just watch, and the watching alone was enough to keep things afloat. So it was never oh, here's an opportunity to do a direct shout out or thank you, because you didn't have to. Everyone there was there to support you just by watching your content, right? Now that we have these more interactive and, in my opinion, meaningful streams, I totally understand the whole conversation aspect, the interaction aspect. We have more meaningful conversation. I'm take a look at the last few days. On the Level 1 podcast for the last few days, each day we discussed PC components. Over the last 4 or 5 days, I now have an education on modern PCs. I kind of know what I'm looking for. And now what I'll have to kind of do is take some time to see, okay, are there recommendations of places where I can go to get a pre-built to get the things that I've wanted and things like that. Previously, how would I have done this? We wouldn't have talked anything out. It would have just been me trying to figure it out on my own, or a million people posting on my forums and sending me emails and things, and all a jumbled mess, and no one to really discuss it with or hash it out. You see what I mean? It's just so different today. And I love how different it's become, how much better this is. I just didn't get it back then. I was such a pig-headed, stubborn guy, and I'm glad that over the years I have changed for the better, and I now want to be better. I want to improve. I want to take in your suggestions for improvement and make things, improved over time, as opposed to just the same. You see? Okay. So Rob on Wheels is here. Tipped $5. Thank you, Rob. You're the biggest Tipper of the day says, cat report item, the wheeled one has returned. That is a reference to the Guardians of the Galaxy playthrough from last year, which was really dog report item. Thank you, Rob, for the biggest tip of the day, and it's good to have you back on the streams for Stray. I don't know what happened. I didn't type half your name. There we go. Awesome. Also, Squirrel just did a super chat and said the following. You're saying if one guy in Japan didn't end up killing himself in a forest and then Logan Paul didn't record his body and there wasn't an adpocalypse, you wouldn't be a full-time streamer. I would definitely say it was the adpocalypse that pushed me into it, for sure. I no longer could just make videos on YouTube for YouTube audience consumption and make a living. Like, I really do not kid you here. With no exaggeration, in February of 2017, ad revenue went from here to here. It literally, like, more than halved. It was like overnight. And everyone was staring at their videos looking like, what the fuck is going on? The ads are running. What is this? And people started noticing there's no ads running on half your videos anymore. And people started noticing, oh, there's no more Starbucks ads. There's no more Walmart ads. There's no more big box store ads. It's all just little rinky-dink advertisers. They're not making any money. Everyone was like, oh, fuck. Okay? Now, I was already streaming at that point. Okay? I was already a streamer. But I wasn't an interactive streamer. It was when I realized, when I saw this happening, I was like, this is it. This is the end of being a full-time YouTuber and only focusing on YouTube. At this point, the only way to make this work is to diversify. And that's when I said, to make this work, I got to change my formula. And I listened to the feedback of my viewers. They said, become interactive. Let's do it differently. And it took a while to figure it out, but it worked out. Leo, to me, $1.50 says, why do you think you were stubborn to change? Was it like, I'm successful now, why wouldn't it be successful? Wait, it was successful now, why shouldn't it be successful now, even though the signs were there, things were changing? There was a few different things, okay? Number one is the fact that, yeah, back in the day, there was no examples of people like me. Like, I really, as much as people want to make fun of me for it, I feel like I was an innovator at the time. Doing variety-style content on YouTube, improv commentary, making a living doing it as a full-time job. Not a lot of people were doing it back in the day like I was doing it, and then all of a sudden, a lot of people jumped on the bandwagon after they saw people like me could be successful doing it. But there was no example before me to see a roadmap of what you should do. It was just flubbing it. So for me, hey, I'm like, hey, what's working is working. Why change what's already working? I didn't want to change. But then people would say, Phil, you're a dinosaur. You're using a camera instead of direct capture. You haven't even done a single live stream yet when all your other contemporaries are jumping on that. Why would you not do things differently? You see? And they were all right. Every single person back then who said that about me was correct. But I didn't see it because I was living in my bubble of people who liked my content, and I didn't want to see outside that bubble how everything else was changing around me. Now, in addition to that, there was a really hateful movement towards me. This was when This Is How You Don't Play was getting big on the internet. And when that was happening, it was very hard for me to take legit criticism because there really wasn't that much. Instead of saying, oh, Phil, we really care about you. We care about your business. We care about your content. We want to see you thrive. Please start adapting, to the times. Instead, it was, Phil's a dinosaur. Phil sucks. His gameplay sucks. His commentary sucks. He sucks. That's what it was.
It was not just that, and I can testify to that. I've seen so many people on his own goddamn forums break down passionately and verbally explain in clear detail that they also cared about him so much. I mean, there's so many of his former fans begged him for this kind of change. And they were genuine fans. You go to like the Wayback Machine and you look for fucking the King of Fate forum posts from back then. You'll see for yourself there's guys that kind of came and fell by the wayside that were genuine true fans. Obviously there's fucking haters as well, or calling him a fucking moron dinosaur or something. But for God's sake, man, he lost a lot of really good fans due to his obstinance and just his stupidity. He's pretending it was like fucking barely anyone try to fucking voice in a nice, concise manner or whatever, in a detailed manner, in a caring manner. They fucking wanted him to change. Bullshit. I fucking witnessed all that shit. I chronicled some of that shit. When I started following this fucking idiot back in the day, like 2015, not shit, 2014, 15, whatever. I was fucking doing Twitter shit. I was like, meanwhile, on the King of Fate, this guy puts a lot of text begging Phil to change, and Phil calls him an idiot. You'd have the guy making a passionate fucking plea for Phil to try and change some that. He's bringing fans, it's whatever, how many years ago. And then Phil would like respond to it saying, you don't know what you're fucking talking about. This is my business, it's working for me. Yeah, thanks, but no thanks. Just Phil shitting all over the guy and his fucking, and then just this fucking caring, passionate pleas for change. He's like, nah, you don't know what you're fucking talking about. He's like, you're just some dumbass fear or whatever, what I'm doing works for me, you know what shit. It's crazy, man. It's unbelievable. Phil to pretend like none of that or barely happened is just completely It's just completely lying. He's just fucking lying to himself. It's how I made him a copium. I don't think he can actually name it. He had a lot of room. What I'm saying is like, I even fucking made a post on the King of 8 forums saying that I didn't actually like the content he did, but he had to treat his fans better. I begged Phil and pleaded with him, treasure your fans, treat them better. And naturally I got banned and I couldn't go back. It is what it is, nothing I could do. That's what I'm saying, it's incredible, man. It's like making a passionate plea, Phil, to just like fucking treat people better and fucking treat his audience better. It's like he fucking hates that shit. He hates that fucking shit, man, because he thinks what he does anyway, at all times, is perfect.
In a lot of times in life, it's all about how you say it. It's not necessarily about what you say, but how it's said. If I actually had people come to me who were people from my community who were like, Phil, we beg of you, please change for the better. Here's some simple examples of what you could do to improve yourself, to keep yourself relevant, so you don't become a dinosaur and people don't say you're not in line with your contemporaries anymore. And they outline, it was, fuck Phil, he sucks, here's a hilarious video making fun of him for 4 hours, stealing his content without his permission, and let's do this. There's ways to go about it. And the problem was, again, the combination of me already being stubborn, and then the way that people were telling me I needed to change, it was just a volatile environment for disaster. And that's really what happened, is it took me so long to understand that I needed to change, that by the time I changed, it was kind of like I was already behind the times. It wasn't until I became an interactive streamer in 2017 that I kind of feel like I finally jumped in line with what everyone else is doing, and now I'm kind of like enjoying that and understanding why people did it that way, you see? And then Big Alan just did the $1.50, says, I think you're going through a renaissance right now for your past few years, a comeback, your best stuff since 2009 to 2011. I think 2013 to 2015 were your worst years. It was like butting heads with DSP, you need to change, keep up with trends. I will tell you that at first, when I adopted direct capture, I liked it. It was refreshing and different. When I moved out here to Washington, I was hoping for kind of a reinvigoration. I didn't get that. Instead, things got worse. Like when I moved to Washington 8 years ago, people hated me even worse. It just got the hatred on the internet. People were trying to actively destroy my business. They were doing false copyright claims, all kinds of shit against me that was really hurting me badly. And I would say it wasn't until probably when I became an interactive streamer is when things kind of had a turnaround. So I would agree with you. I would say, yeah, especially this last year, since I ditched Twitch essentially, and I came to YouTube, and I said, let's do things our way now. We're going to have fun. We're going to have different things going on. I'm going to listen to your feedback. Let's do react events. Let's make a formal podcast. I'm on camera the whole time. Let's do this. Let's do that. Listening to your feedback, I feel like things have been getting a lot better. I feel that. And I want to keep that going. Okay? Okay. People are pissed with me because I'm doing shout outs for contributions. They want me to start with Stray. So let's take a brief break for me to use the restroom, and then we're going to jump in with Stray. I'm going to see if I can find Jasper. I'd like to have him in here for the start and see how he reacts, if he reacts. I don't know if he will, but let's take just a couple quick minutes break, and then I'll try to find him and get him in here and we'll get started, okay? Guys, thank you for a great episode of the Level 1 podcast. Okay, so let's swap over here. Let's get everything going. I have no idea what the heads-up display is for this game, so I have no clue if I'm going to have to move my face cam or anything. We won't really know until I start playing. Is that good? I think that's good. I can't tell if I just made it too small. Let me grab my controller quick. Ow. Okay. Cool, look how cute that is. All right, let's take a brief break, just like 2 minutes. I'm going to use the restroom. I'm going to go find Jasper, and then we're going to get started. Okay, guys? All right, I'll be right back.
So guys, Phil's playing the game now. We are behind, well, you can see here, we're behind with over 15 minutes. And he's like fucking going away for a piss break now. You can smell shit.
Yeah, yeah.
Money, money.
Oh, money, money. Yeah, yeah. Money, money.
Thank you very much, Yami Jackie, for the subscription. Much appreciated. I never mind breaking my train of thought and, you know, talking just to enjoy that reach one more time. Thank you very much. Yeah. He is
see, he's already.
So he's back here.
Come over here. Come on, Jack. Come here.
Find the biggest cat to join them.
Come in the office. Come on.
Are the mind of the bingo card, guys?
Come on, buddy.
We won't even say three things.
He's standing right at the door, not coming.
We don't need to see
him. He turned around.
Actually, we only need to hear him to say these things.
I can't win.
3 things.
He only wants to come in here when Jasper can't. I'm gonna have to pick him up. I want him to come in of his own will, but I'm gonna end up having to pick him up. He's so not used to coming in here when Cat's home.
You can actually hear Cat.
No, don't run. Oh.
No, you can actually hear a cat. I mean, look, check this shit out. For all the people that thought, like, you know, like, oh, cat's no there, cat's no there, you can clearly hear she's there, to be fair. Listen out.
He's standing right at the door, not coming in. He turned around. I can't win. He only wants to come in here when Jasper can't. I'm gonna have to pick him up. I want him to come in of his own will, but I'm gonna end up having to pick him up. He's so not used to coming in here when Cat's home. Jasper, come on, you're right. No, don't run. Oh no, he's running away. Jasper, why don't you go into the office? Oh my God. You're gonna get late. Come on. Here we go. Come on in. I got him in here. Finally.
We don't know when she's working, if at all. But mate, at least it's confirmed that it's probably still her at the Snort Fort. So yeah.
I got him in here. All right. Now Jasper, you only got to stay in here for a little bit. If you want to leave, you can leave in a bit. See, he's already staring at the door. He's already staring at it. I knew it. Jasper, we're gonna play some Stray. I want you to check this game out. Okay? I want you to check this game out. He's already staring at the door wondering why it's closed. Let's get started. Before he freaks out, okay? Okay.
Reminder, when he starts recording for YouTube, bingo's over. We've done so well with this one, and it looked like we had good chances to get the full card. But for some reason, he's not said wrong. He's not said idiot. Somehow. And he's not said turtle either.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to Stray, a completely unique game based on a cat. And to celebrate the release...
Oh shit, that's actually YouTube mode right there.
Let's get started. Before he freaks out, okay?
This is YouTube mode right here.
Okay. Ladies...
Yeah, that's game over, guys. He's fucking killed the bingo right then and there with fucking recording for YouTube for the gameplay. God damn it. Right. This was a very infuriating fucking podcast, I'll tell you that. It was infuriating for me. I need to just fucking have this on the screen for a while just to... There we go, let's make that son of a bitch. There we go, there we go. Let's just enjoy that for a while. There we go, isn't that a fantastic picture? How big is it, Phil? It's about that big. You need a Hubble Space Telescope just to confirm its fucking existence. Ah, okay. Ah, Christ, man. Send it super crazy. I might end up doing, yeah, I'll probably send it to him. What I might do is try and remove the background first. You can do a whole bunch of things so you can remove the background. Actually, I might even show you guys. Like, there's a website I use for removing the background of fill images. So let me hide this image for a while. And go full screen here. And let me pick... So that's what I'm saying, you can use this website to remove the background of images, and there you go. All of a sudden, we've got it without the background. What do you think of that, guys? Actually not a bad cutout of everything else around them. It's a fantastic website for removing the body background of things. I'll be definitely downloading that shit right now. That'll be a future thumbnail for sure. You can guarantee your ass that. I use that website, remove.bg. I use that website for removing backgrounds and images. So there you go. But yeah, Phil started recording for the damn YouTube, and that's a killer to the bingo. Sadly, put it on a t-shirt. Remove Phil. There's probably some sort of kind of alpha thing you can like remove. There's probably a different website where you can remove like the foreground image. There's actually probably websites like that. That works the opposite way. You just have some kind of weird cutout though of Phil, like some kind of shape, some weird shape in the middle that used to be Phil. It's not there anymore. Yeah, sadly it's 22 25 for the bingo. Or close, and we could have had it going all the way, but nah. Sadly, it was not to be. Some people had an idea in chat to like go like back in time to like look at the old, the King of Hate stuff from back in the day. It could be a shout, yeah. I just get that going. There we go. Enjoy that image for a while. But let me actually see if I can pull up some stuff now. Let me just very quickly, guys, before we do anything else, I just want to search like a random date and time. Let's go to... Right. I'm on the wrong thing, sorry. So we're on the Wayback Machine, guys. We're on the Wayback Machine. When should we go? Should we go 2015, 16 maybe? We'll go 2016. How about that? 2016. I just want to do one quick example of going back to his forums at a certain time. When was it quite... It was a lot more active then. 2015, but that's when a lot of shit went wrong as well. That's DDoS attacks, that's swatting. Liquid Carl, you want to go to this year. That's not last year even. 2016 is a good one. This seems to be a kind of popular one. July and August. There's two different snapshots here. Something must have happened. Right, we're doing July 23rd, 2016, almost a year, I'll say almost a year ago, almost 6 years ago to the day. And what happened here? Let's see the general topic at this time. Well, let's actually load effectively. Well, am I just missing this? It should load. It kinda did. Funniest moments, fuck that shit, fan art suggestions. Oh, for fuck's sake, this is not loaded the way I thought it would, but we'll find some. Oh, what the fuck is that? Jesus Christ, some of the fucking avatars that his fucking fans had. Hang on, DSP game reviews, more Yakuza, constructive criticism of Phil. Here we go. What he can improve on to reduce haters. That's a fucking topic for you right there. A live streaming idea. That's a great fucking idea right there. Equipment upgrade suggestions needed. Oh, that's a fucking right. We've got our free topics, guys. We've got our free topics. Oh, well, one dead. Two of them are dead, but one might survive. Damn it. Two of them seem to have died, but this one looks like it survived at least. Equipment upgrade suggestions needed. 6 years ago, he made a similar post on his own forums. I'm starting to get interested in upgrading some equipment per suggestions. He wants a new mic, more professional mic, soundproofing technology, and a new camera for vlogs within reason. Nothing that's 1K plus. So this is basically the groundwork for him doing the bait and switch for Patreon. Remember the old Patreon thing, you know, that shit, where it's like you set a goal and people can eventually hit the goal, but it didn't count. It didn't count towards the next one. It was a strange fucking little bait and switch and all that shit, and big semantics going on. He needed something strange, like it's, I don't know, it's fucking up. I do like the idea of going back in time and all that shit to like the King of Fate old shit, you know, but fuck it, maybe a future stream, For now, Phil had a very poor, slow stream of $14 for the podcast. Live right now, he is sitting on $30, it looks like. So, $30 so far he's got for Stray. It might be a case where, if it's a slow day, he might panic. But, yeah, Phil's a pussy. Confirmed. Phil, he's leaning in. He's leaning in so fucking... Why is he... There's a function on this game where you can look around with the cat. You can use a button on the cat to zoom in on things. It'll zoom in, the camera will zoom into the cat's head, and you can look around that way. And he's like, almost falling off his fucking chair just to get to the TV. Fucking old idiot. You know, I'm done in. Right. Before we end, one more thing before we end. I got to end with contributions. I know I sound like Phil saying that, but I mean Pixar, Animations, Notorious P.I.G., the contribution song. It's because we always do it, but it's also a special reason. We're celebrating the Cult of Hate has returned. Hate Army, what he used to be known as, now he's known as Cult of Hate. His channel is back. If you did not know, he has returned. He got approved of appealing his copyright strikes, not shit. He appealed him. He was successful, so he is back. Not like that, Superhound, his fucking shit he tried to impersonate him, he's gone. A double whammy. So it's a victory for detractors today. Special victory for detractors. Let's enjoy some contributions to end the stream anyway. And plug the channel, you're damn right I will. Let me fucking... Where's Cult of Fate? I made a video earlier on as well about it, to be fair. So, Cult of Fate. YouTube channel for Cult of Fate. He is back. If you're subscribed to Bo, you should still be subscribed now. It's not as if you have to resubscribe or anything. But if you weren't subscribed before, channel's back. Hopefully he'll have videos soon. He was thinking about streaming, I know that much. He was thinking of doing a wee stream, bizarrely. Which is, I've never fucking seen him stream before, so interested to see if that happens. But yeah, keep an eye out for Cult of Fate's channel, because he is back in action. I'm going to end things there. Thank you very much, guys. I do appreciate you coming out. I do appreciate the new subscription, you know, the subscribers, super chatting, just a general support for the bingo, everything else, guys, you know what I mean? I really do appreciate people coming and helping me with the bingo. One day, we are going to get a full house. It's going to happen. And I'll probably fucking dash it, picks a card. He seems to fucking pick great bingo cards somehow. He's got the fucking gift of bingo. Who would have fucking guessed? It's a strange gift. But yeah, I hope we catch you guys tomorrow, guys, for what will be the final stream of the week for Phil before he goes off on his day off. But yeah, guys, I hope to see you all tomorrow for some more bingo and maybe with a full house to celebrate. Just to fucking, you know, final Phil streaming day for him before he spends a lot of money in his day off. But for now, let's just enjoy some contributions, and thank you once again. I'll see you all tomorrow. Have a good evening, and yeah, have a good one. Peace out, guys.
On September 14th, a pre-authorized payment of $16.51 from PayPal.
All right, Luna Mills has tipped me $1.30. It says, "I'm back. What's your favorite type of shower?" When you're showered in money. When you go outside, and all of a sudden, greenbacks start falling from the sky, and you raise your face up. You're like, oh, you start dancing. You go, oh, money, money, yeah, yeah. All right, I don't know what the hell you're talking about, but thank you for the first tip of the day. Money, money, yeah, yeah. Money, money, oh, money, money, yeah, yeah. Money, 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 yeah, yeah. Money, money, oh, money, money, yeah, yeah. These contributions are mandatory. Money, money, yeah, yeah. Money, money, oh, money, money, yeah, yeah. Money, 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 yeah, yeah. Money, money, oh, money, money, yeah, yeah. These contributions are mandatory. Show me the money.
Free.
Money, money, yeah, yeah. Money, money, oh, money, money, yeah, yeah. Money, 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 yeah, yeah. Money, money, oh, money, money, yeah, yeah. These contributions are mandatory. And it's gone, just gone like that. In an instant, fucking gone.